maybe some of our favorite games and kind of like what we're playing at the moment.
We fuck Brendan's mom.
Oh, that's
Not
a good
those
game.
kind of games.
It's a great game.
It's Joel's favorite game.
It really is. I've gotten really good at it.
Bro, that still kind of stings from the last record.
Fucking got him.
It hurt me a little bit. I listened to it again and I was like, ah.
Man, Energy probably feels really good about shitting on Hal right now.
Fucking Bo.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what you get for standing still and pulling some shit like that.
No, I honestly I feel bad for TSM. They could go nowhere. They literally had people lined up on each side of those entrances. They were not getting away. They literally kept having to play that corner.
They can suck some dick. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
All right, wow.
Sorry, Joel, you had a dick in your mouth. I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
Is your mic turned on?
It is. Well, the beautiful thing doesn't have an off switch.
Oh, this one doesn't?
Yeah, once you plug that bitch in, you're in.
You're in.
You're in. You're in.
You're in.
You're in there. Like swimwear. All right.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
I'm in there. You
I'm in there.
You feel me?
Feel me? Tuck it. Tuck it.
Tuck it. Tuck it.
Tuck it. I got you. I got you. Feel me?
You feel me? You feel me on
I'm tucking. I'm tucking.
you? I hate you for bringing that in my head. Okay, so what? Bryce is here. All of us.
Yeah.
All right, episode 3. Video games, and then that's it.
I mean, that's all we
part.
got planned, but like,
For the most part, yeah. But
some good old
knowing
video
us,
games.
that's this, you know.
I'm sure,
It's gonna
I'm
be,
sure we'll work on some
plethora
other
of,
It's going
stuff.
to tangent
topics
into
that go in.
something.
Yeah, as per usual. So, all 4 here. Bryce, Justin, Brendan.
All right. I didn't
That's it.
die.
Yeah, you conquered the COVID.
That's the first time you'd had it?
No, it's the
No?
second
Okay.
time.
That's what I thought.
I got it at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
And then
we all
then
got it
6 months
at
later.
that exact time.
I got it again.
Good
Okay.
for yourself. I've had it once, and I'm happy to only have it once.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
like Justin, who's a whore for it.
I've legit had it like 4 times.
He's like, I can have it right now.
No, don't play. I'm pretty sure
Oh, God.
that I don't have it, but my entire family is sick.
That was
So-
not confident
Yeah.
whatsoever. You plague rat.
You put your
It's actually
fucking-
not the rats that spread the plague. It's the fleas. You plague flea.
That's an interesting take.
It's true.
I appreciate that. You are a flea. Piece of shit. Justin, please.
You're just
I'm
gonna
just
take
trying-
that
I'm-
shit
I'm-
from him?
I've got nothing right now.
Oh god
Yeah,
damn
he's
it!
a-
I was like,
let
He's like, damn it, they got me. This one's
you got me
pretty
trapped in a box here. I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
All right. Well, I guess to get things kicked off, we can go ahead and go through and kind of talk about, some of our favorite gaming franchises, individual games, and kind of what we're playing at the moment.
Please be a little louder opening those
Yeah.
fucking chips.
First off,
I'm sure-
wasn't
I'm
like
sure
fucking
they'll love
Justin,
it.
who was like,
Yeah, he totally was. Yeah.
yeah, literally.
I'm sure the listeners
Hey,
love
know
that
what?
shit.
Know what? No more community pretzels for you.
Damn it!
Look what you did, right?
I'm the only one eating them.
No, never mind now. I'm eat them. So, yeah. So I was thinking of like going back to like maybe some of our like first video games that we've ever played,
Mhm.
and how we evolved from there. Like maybe like what system you got that really got you into something, or
Yeah.
So, anybody want to go first?
That's definitely you. You introduced the idea. You go first.
Okay,
buddy.
sounds like
You
you
said
got an
first
idea.
video games, huh?
Okay, so I remember my very first video game. It was a Game Boy, not even a Game Boy Color. It was a Game Boy,
Here it is.
and it was Pokemon Silver.
Okay. Your very first?
Very first
Very,
game
very first game.
Interesting.
was Pokemon Silver, and so like I get on there and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like nobody, like especially as a kid, like I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't understand. Looking back later, I'm like, whoever, I think it was my friend Brittany, her older brother had given it to me for like my birthday or something, right?
Right.
And
Brand new out of the box.
no,
Okay.
no, it was like his old Game Boy,
Still,
and he gave it
it's a
to me.
great gift.
But that was the thing, is like he left his save on there of Pokemon.
Mm.
I didn't realize this guy had like max level Lugia.
He finished
like,
off the game.
Yeah, like he like 100%ed that thing and then handed it to me, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay.
There's nothing left to do at that point.
And so
If
I'm
you've
just
ever beaten a Pokemon game,
no.
and once it's done, it's done.
And so I was
mean-
thoroughly confused, but I loved
That's
it.
it.
I reset it. Never beat it because again, no idea what I was doing. And
Respect.
I think I
have a lot
still
of stories
have it.
about Pokemon
Really?
games.
You
Pretty
need
sure I
to bring
still-
that shit. We'll display it.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
No,
Break
I
it.
love that thing. And then I got every Pokemon iteration after that. I got the Game Boy
Mhm.
Color, and then I got the Game Boy Pocket.
Advanced.
Yeah, I got the Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy SP.
SP was great.
Dude,
Light
I
up
love that
screen
thing.
for the first time.
Dude, that was
it was
the shit.
revolutionary.
That was a game
It was the
Right
shit.
there.
You didn't have
It
to
was
go
the
stand
coolest
right
shit
in
ever.
that perfect
Mhm.
angle of light.
Or have that little plug-in
That
light.
little
yeah.
plug-in
Oh,
light, dude.
I'm not gonna
What-
lie, I kind of miss doing that because it was like a ritual you had to kind of do in
Yeah,
a sense.
it
You had
was
to go
amazing.
and get your right spot for the whole setup, and you're like, all right,
I had the
I'm gonna
little.
peacefully have my office in my own little head inside this video
great
game.
point.
Yeah,
I remember having the little case that had, you put your Game Boy Advance. It had the. Little,
I was that kid who
little
just
slot.
stuffed their pockets full of those damn.
Yeah.
things.
Oh god, no! I did the exact same thing.
But-
Had
and
my
then you
little
had your games on the
briefcase.
side.
Yeah,
and,
like they're all in their specific places.
and
I'm
I
like,
had them in the
okay.
right order because I was like, okay, Super Mario's got to be on top, and then I had a few Pokemon games, but okay, you keep going.
Okay, and then after that, I somewhere in there I got a N64.
Nice.
Loved
that.
it, and I ended up only getting like
You rep it.
4 games for it, like in the whole time that I owned it, because the only one that I really played was it was Star Wars Pod Racing.
I never got to play
I
that
never
one on
played
the
that either.
Nintendo 64.
Oh my god!
I
Like
played the
Is it
Star
hard shit?
Fox.
no, it was so
like-
hard.
Yeah,
But
that's
like,
what I-
it was
that's what
literally
I've
like a
read.
Star Wars racing game, and like they've never done anything like it since, and I loved it.
No,
Like
yeah.
it was so
People
good.
loved it.
They really can't.
Those old Star Wars games, like
They just hit different.
There
Ahead of their
was
time.
Return of the Jedi, I think.
On
I don't know if it
Xbox?
was called that.
Star Wars
think-
3. It was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Well, it took place. It was the Return of the Jedi.
Sit on Nintendo.
I think,
Movies.
I think I know what you're talking
I
about.
think it was on the Super Nintendo. Is what I played it on.
What was it? Star Wars.
I think it's Return of the Jedi, but I can't remember. But it starts with Luke in a speeder going to Jabba's palace,
Said Super Nintendo.
I think I know what you're talking
and that
about.
first level is almost impossible. Like it was so hard. But those old Star Wars games were
Fun.
kind of the shit. Yeah.
A lot of fun, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Star Wars games.
I think you're right. It is the Super Nintendo.
Return of the Jedi? Super
Yeah,
Nintendo?
it's an actual game. Yeah, it is Super Nintendo. It's the game. Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope.
And then
I never played that one.
I played the first level.
I played the first level.
Like, so I really don't know. what
no,
chapter it is.
honestly, I did not beat a lot of games as a kid. Like I never.
No, I didn't either.
I was like, and I was okay with that
one of
too.
those who did.
Yeah, I know you were. We'll talk about you in a minute.
And so after that, it was a PlayStation 2. Got a PlayStation 2.
Word.
I remember that.
I ran that thing into the ground
Yep.
until it was
Mhm.
like 3 times obsolete
Mhm.
before I got anything else.
Mhm.
And I love that.
Battlefront for hours.
Oh,
Fucking Battlefront.
2 on the
Speaking
freaking
of
PS2.
That was my first Star Wars game.
So good.
beautiful.
Uh,
So good.
So it was Battlefront. I played it was another game called Flat Out. It was literally
Racing game, wasn't
It
it?
was a racing game, but like you could
Fucking destroy.
destroy other people's car, and you would also they had these ragdoll physics where the person in your car would literally go just fly,
fucking flying.
That's
Just-
cool.
okay.
and it would
That's
literally
cool,
follow
man.
them, and like you could have your person wrap around a tree, and they had
I
these
love when things get hurt.
dude. They had this
Have you
mini
ever
game
seen
too.
the Roadkill game they had for PlayStation.
Sounds so
Two?
familiar.
It.
I don't know if I ever played it.
Oh man, that game was.
And
Good.
Yeah,
literally-
not for kids, that's for
Awesome.
sure.
Like,
It's like a real rough take on Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
I also don't know how they did it. They put like mini games in the game of a racing game. So like you could play putt-putt with your character's body by hitting a roadblock.
Oh, I remember this game's
Or like-
commercial now.
Or like you could do like a high jump and
Yes.
like you would have to launch your character and
This
like
is
so
Through the window.
This is
Yeah.
on PS2, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember playing it. That game was a lot of fun.
Back
game
when
was a lot of fun.
advertisement and like overreactive parenting didn't exist.
God. I don't know about that. I feel like
Or at least they were
always
just
exist.
less,
I think they
they were just more
cared less.
oblivious to it.
yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah, NRG one.
maybe, yeah, you're probably
So
right.
you're at the PS2,
And then I got an Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah,
The
Xbox.
first Xbox?
First Xbox.
Okay. Not
Got
even a
them both.
I
360
never
yet?
got one. Of
I didn't get the
those.
360 yet.
So you're kind of
Um,
going. Okay.
Yeah, trust me. It was like I did not go in like generation order
Okay.
at all. And so I got the Xbox. I got Halo and Crash Bandicoot. Again, I think those are the only games that I ever bought for the actual Xbox.
Did you like Crash?
Oh, I played the shit out of Crash Bandicoot. I love that game. Nowadays, you couldn't probably catch me playing it, but nah, as a kid, loved it. Fucking papayas.
Did you not like it?
No, I loved it.
Okay.
There's not very many
I did
people
too.
who talk
Enjoyed it.
about Crash Bandicoot. That's one of those
Not anymore. It was the shit at the time.
like if there's like cult classics for video games, Crash is in there for
Mhm.
sure. Because he's just like you'll see him in a poster full of video game characters, and I wouldn't expect hardly anybody in the
Mhm.
room
No.
to be like, "Oh, that's Crash Bandicoot." Right
But
there."
yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
literally only 2 games I played on it. And
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
you did.
I actually beat Crash Bandicoot because
So
it
this is
wasn't.
at the time you started.
That one's
the
a
time I
fun
started
one.
getting good.
That's a fun one to play all the way
Yeah.
through. I loved Crash.
And then-
That was a good one.
And then I really started getting good when I played Halo a lot, and I would, play the campaign for hours on hours on hours. And I'd play with literally my friend who lived a couple blocks away. I'd walk over to her house, and we'd just play Halo all day, all night, all the next day.
That's life.
Those were
That's
the good
the
years.
shit.
Those were the good years. And after
LAN
that,
parties, bro.
God, dude. Literally, no, her cousins lived in Oklahoma, right? We got in our car with our Xboxes and took it to Oklahoma City. Like, took a trip to Oklahoma City to have a LAN party where this is the time that Halo 2 had came out. And they were literally
Another good
playing
one.
Halo 2 tournaments in this house.
That's so awesome.
Like, I think there was probably 40 people in this house. And I was like, do you know everybody here? And she's like, yeah, well, like half of this is my family. They're half are like their friends. And I'm like, what? It was such a good time.
Sounds like good.
Sounds like a fucking dream come true,
Dude. Especially as a
Sounds
kid.
good.
Like,
Right.
I thought I was like living the high life. And then after that, got the Xbox 360. Played a lot of Modern Warfare and
Hmm.
Oblivion. I played
Oblivion.
a ton of Oblivion. Like, I think I spent more hours on Oblivion than any other game in existence.
Really? More than
Uh,
Skyrim?
More than Skyrim.
That's crazy.
Yeah, trust me. I did not. I explored every dungeon in that game, every class, every side mission. I 100%ed that game. Like,
That's
I,
wild.
and like, like there's not multiplayer or anything like that. So
Oblivion was before Morrowind, wasn't it?
no,
No.
Morrowind was
Morrowind
first?
was the first one.
Morrowind
Really?
was before Oblivion.
Okay.
Because it goes Oblivion and then Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
It does it? Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, I still play Oblivion to this day. Like, just go back and have fun with it. Because there's like so many exploits in that game. It's just so much fun. So much fun.
We need to talk about the influence of just old school
Honestly.
Skulls games in general.
And then
So you're playing that? Does that kind of get you up to modern day? What are you
I
playing now?
have what do I play now? Okay. Well, yeah, I got up to the Xbox One. Still played a lot of like first person shooters, Modern Warfare. And then just Apex. Pretty much for like the last God knows
3
how-
years.
since that
Apex
game.
is kind of like taken over.
Yeah, I don't really play anything else besides. I mean, I'll get on these little kicks where I'll play like Skyrim for 2 weeks and lose myself in it, but then I'll come back and be like, cool, Apex. And then just recently, like the last 2 weeks.
No,
Playing 3 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 to a
Three.
month,
3
maybe.
weeks.
Almost a month.
Yeah, I've been playing Fortnite.
Binge, bro.
I have,
Fortnite.
Right, Brendan,
Fortnite.
we've turned into Fortnite
Are you
people.
serious?
It's bad.
dude. No,
It's a bad thing.
and my
It's
thing
not
is
good.
What the fuck?
I hated on Fortnite players.
I need to
for-
ask for
so long.
forgiveness for the
For so
things that
long.
we've
Years.
hated on them for.
and now
And y'all are having fun playing this?
Oh,
game?
yeah.
Yes, we are terrible people. We are horrible people.
It's so fun.
Oh my god.
dude, and like I can't.
Well, no, because okay, so I got pissed off at Apex one night, and I literally
Oh,
told the guys
100%.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna download fucking Fortnite. I'm gonna play Fortnite. It
Honestly.
downloaded, and then Justin and I got off because he had to go to work. And I was talking to Bryce, was the last one on, and I'm playing Fortnite. And Bryce was like, okay. I think he fucking started playing.
I was downloading Fortnite and I was just waiting for it to finish.
Yeah.
I was like, "You're gonna play Fortnite?" And you're like, "Yeah." And I already had it downloaded. I just needed to update it.
Yeah.
And then it was gonna take forever, so we played it the next day.
And then that fucking night,
We started going.
yeah, I played like
First
2
game
matches.
on,
I was like,
won.
oh yeah. And
Second
then-
game on, won. Third game on, win again.
No shit.
Yeah.
But that's
You play
whenever
against
go
bots, yeah.
That's whenever you go against your
really?
like lobbies full of bots,
Yeah, we don't get those lobbies.
and then
now.
the moment after,
Like
it's
after you
like
get past level 10, they're like, you're fucked.
It gets pretty sweaty.
you
after
meet
Yeah,
the sweat.
playing
You
with
meet
the-
the people who've played this game for a while.
it's because like that's where the Smurfs hang out.
They look
What's
like bunny
wrong with
rabbits hopping around in a
Yeah.
grass field, and they come and shoot you in the face.
That
No,
was
but
so much fun, Brendan.
Is it really?
It really is, and I
I hate
hate
it.
that I love it so much and that I didn't play it sooner.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because we
Alright.
sucked at the building.
I think it was the building.
It was the
that-
building that
sucked
turned us
at
off.
it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now there's no build modes. So,
No?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you-
you can just go in and you don't have
There's
to worry
still
about
the
building.
build modes, but you're saying there's a no build mode.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
not even
that
option.
really, yeah, I couldn't do it with the building because like I'd get probably pooped on real quick.
especially playing on PC.
Seeing some
Should
how
probably
the
practice
people,
it.
how some people just like create these towers as they're fighting each other throughout the whole time, and there's like a whole like specific mechanic to killing that person while doing all that. Like,
I
It
just
seems like
feel
too
like it's
much.
almost out of place in that kind of game. I mean, I haven't played it to be fair, but it just at least
Wait,
with
did-
Apex and everything with
Did
heals
NRG?
and
No, yeah, NRG won that last game.
Yeah,
And they farmed.
yeah. They just shot up to first.
but some of the skins
TSM just fell down
in
to fifth.
Fortnite though,
they're pretty sick
some of
too.
the skins, that's kind of what was the breadwinner
I think so.
for the three.
We need
of
to talk
us.
about that too. Let me-
Dude, wait till you look at Vader on that game, and it's
You
Dude,
can-
look pretty dope.
You can be Vader. You can hold
you're
his lightsaber
literally Vader.
and go
Can you kill people with it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love killing people.
you could be
Brendan's-
Spider-Man
Brendan's
and literally
slowly-
do the Spider-Man like grappling. That is
Mhm. That's the beautiful
that
part.
is addicting. Like that's the whole reason why I liked Apex so much with Pathfinder, because I'm like, oh, I can just swing and hop
Mhm.
and shoot people with this gun, and
Like
No.
if they made a mode, like see, Apex just doesn't do things like this. Like if they just made a mode where everybody was Pathfinder and you got unlimited grapples,
oh my god,
do you know how many people would love that?
That'd be a blast.
And like
It would.
what,
I'd play
maybe
the
like
shit
a
out of it.
30-second zip line for everybody, like charge up.
yeah,
Just imagine
Just
that.
make it to where it just turns into this web of hell, and it's respawn for maybe like a 5-minute match. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That would
be fun.
be brilliant.
Are you
Just make it
thinking of
like
a battle royale or like a
Just like a
Just
LTM.
TDM almost.
or
yeah.
Yeah, like a deathmatch.
well, I guess like an
That'd
old
be
school
fun as shit.
battle
It kind of
royale.
Just make it like a
imagine it like
free-for-all.
control, like or like
Free
a
for all?
control
Yeah,
mode.
free for all. Exactly. That'd be brilliant.
Like first person to reach 30 kills, 50 kills, whatever it may be, right? I feel like maybe 50 is a little overkill, but like say 30. I was like, people are crazy in Apex. But
if you had
Take
no
it.
shields.
It's so satisfying
Oh,
when
well,
you get
maybe
your
base
kills in,
shields.
in
Level
any
1.
mode in
Well,
Apex.
50 kills would be pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
so
All right.
I think
Well-
I just think they're not. Apex is like kind of resting on his laurels right now. Like man, we got the ALGS, we got all these professional players playing with us. Like we're the best battle royale that exists.
They're gonna get outshined.
Honestly, no. Like
Well, that's
their game's buggy right now. So many bugs that they can't even fix it. I don't. They're not also doing anything to bring people in.
They don't have to.
yeah.
When they have
It's
to worry
because they
about it,
released
they'll-
And
Apex
that's
Mobile,
another-
in my opinion. They're
that's
letting
another
that
problem.
do it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, let's just turn our attention to this. More people are playing this. Because I'll catch this one guy that we just barely hired at work. He'll, on his breaks, literally puts his phone down, pulls out an Xbox remote, connects that bitch on Bluetooth, and just starts playing some Apex Mobile. So they're trying to. I think
Don't
they're,
kiss my dog like that.
I don't like the form of control
Justin's never said
that the Apex Legends like creators want to have. It's like they want to have their whole fan base by the balls, and they're like, if you want this, you have to go and get it from this specifically. We're not going to provide it towards the main game, you know, because like you can actually get a team deathmatch in the Apex Mobile.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can like there's a lot of things.
There's
that
so many different modes, and
Mhm.
and like even Fortnite. Like, have you looked through all their different modes? They have like 30 different modes.
Are you serious?
Just in the base game?
Just in the
that
base
they
game
provide to you?
that they provide? There's like obstacle courses,
No shit.
literally
And
limited time modes, things like that.
So
So
that makes me feel like a
that's-
piece of shit for talking shit on Fortnite.
But I understand that
For
completely.
years.
And that's
But Fortnite has held their standing against
Oh,
Apex for so long at this point. But
They-
Apex,
I mean, they did it-
Been under
but
Apex,
games
though.
like that,
sure.
games that work really hard for their players, games like Rockstar does that really well, and like we said, you know, the Elder Scrolls games, and but that's what makes players stay for so long because they appreciate those games and they have so much fucking fun playing
It's
them.
almost Fortnite's birthday.
How
Yeah,
old will
almost
they
is.
be?
Well, they were released in 2017.
Okay, that's not that long.
It's around
Really
the same time
wasn't.
as Apex.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm gonna look up that as well.
I think Apex was like 6 months later, maybe.
Yeah,
Something like that.
February 4th, 2019.
Wow. So
So
Fortnite's been
Fortnite
out
had
longer.
about like
That's what I figured. I could have
Fortnite
sworn
was out
Fortnite was
longer.
around
Maybe
a while
like
longer.
year and 9 months.
Hmm.
Is
And
that
Apex fucking
I
outshined
don't
it.
know. I feel like I can't math.
When it
Yeah.
came out, did it really?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it blew it
It
away.
had a hard time getting people, and
Yeah.
then
And then once the stream started showing up and like people did like these clips where
Apex is fun as shit.
it is. Don't get me wrong.
so much fun.
But
It's competitive.
That's you have to have that
So
competitive
competitive.
drive to it.
Toxic is another great word for
See,
that game.
One thing that I would say is so it's. I
And
wonder
it
if I
just
should.
brings it out of you too.
Yeah, it
Oh
does.
my
I
God.
get so upset, and I never play Apex, and I'll get on there for like 2 hours and get so upset.
Mad. Yeah. That's how it was last night.
Yeah,
no, but I was listening to someone talk about it, and they're like, the problem with Apex right now is, you know, they made rank to where it is harder. It is a lot harder. So you got the people who usually play rank, they're going to the casual modes. So
And shitting on the
and,
casual player.
and they're shitting on the casual
Oh,
players, and then the
gotcha.
casual players are like,
Fuck this.
this isn't fun.
yeah.
I like playing against other casual players. I
You
like
land, someone gets a P2020. Cheap.
no joke.
Oh yeah.
Literally, like like at least in like pubs, people could, you know, go around, fuck around, do whatever they wanted to, have fun. But people treat it literally like rank now, and it's awful.
Yeah.
They need to find that
They
middle
treat
ground
pubs worse than
between casual players and, you know, not exactly ranked players, but people who want to win, and winning is fun to them. That's what they find.
Winning is fun.
I love that out of Apex.
You know what
I
those-
love winning. Don't get me
Those
wrong.
competitive
Mm.
people who are there to win, specifically like us, say to the ones that want the casual, we're like, go play a different game.
And they are.
And that's
That is
what's
a little
happening.
bit toxic.
It is toxic.
No, but
it's
they're
sickeningly toxic. It's
Hey.
like you come when the season before we all played rank, and you guys hit diamond, and I was sitting right under y'all in platinum because I started up way late, and we'd be like, you know what? Let's stop pissing ourselves off in rank. Let's go shit on some kids in regular pubs, you know, and then it's pub stomping, and then now it's just pub stomp palooza.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
that's pretty much what it is. It's like all those people who
I'm good,
Is there a
but I'm
way to
not that
solve
good.
that?
make ranked.
Limited time modes. But you can't really make rank easier. Like that, I guess. I don't think that's.
Yeah,
I don't think
no,
that's
I don't
bad.
think you should.
And right now, it's the most balanced it's ever been.
Yeah,
get
I
real
don't think you
placement of
should.
Your players
That's
where
the
they
point.
should be.
Exactly.
That's why so many people have fallen off of ranked. Is that the way that they've ranked and pulled their system is like, yeah, you need to kill, but you also need to play the fucking game too.
Yeah.
You need to play a battle royale.
Yeah.
So
Play like an LGS. It's
Yeah.
competitive. It's just like if you were to play Halo competitively. There's
There's an
one
objective.
objective. You
Yeah.
just fucking do it.
See,
That's good
and that's the
point.
thing I was going to say about Halo Infinite is I feel like it's kind of avoided that sort of toxicity. Just like it's extremely competitive from the day it dropped. You get such competitive players on it.
Want to play it again.
I love Infinite, dude. And I mean, if you dedicate enough time to it, even if somebody's like, if you get good at it,
Yeah, sit there.
you
and
can
learn
be
the
very
maps.
competitive. And I feel like on Apex, at least for me, like no matter how much time I put into it, it's just like I'm either like it's almost like up to chance, whether I'm going to be able to be competitive or not. Whereas with Halo, you can kind of have a consistent
But-
output.
I think what your issue is, you personally.
Is that I'm not good at Apex?
Well, besides the point.
No,
He's
this
like,
is-
I was gonna go
say,
trust me around that.
Dad, I didn't want to hit on right on it, but we're on it. No, you've been playing Halo since you were a fucking kid. It's the
Okay.
same
Oh,
fucking
that's
game,
fair.
man.
That's
so
fair.
it's muscle memory that you've had engaged
That's
into
fair.
your brain. You haven't put in as much time in Apex
Not
as
even
the
close.
three of us.
Not even close.
So like it's it's easy for you to be like, damn, y'all are so much better than me. It was like, well, if you think about it, if you were to find somebody who played Halo Infinite as the first time playing Halo, you would fucking shit on that person. Unless they were just God-givenly talented.
Mhm.
But you would
Which
shit on them.
happens.
The casual like Halo player who's played like since Halo 1 or even like Reach,
Mhm.
you're gonna shit on a new player right now. Once you
I guess
get
that
into
makes
your group.
sense.
So that's the same thing.
It's true with any game,
Mhm.
I guess.
Call of Duty players, people who play Call of Duty since the first Call of Duty,
But
they're
another
gonna shit on
thing-
you.
So
as they go
that
through.
kind of what that does though is it makes your game kind of what's the
like gated. Is that what you're talking
I
about?
feel like video
Yes.
games now require
Yeah.
a bit of study on things. Like,
and I don't
Because
think that's
you'll take
I
your
don't think
phone
that's
out
an
and
issue.
you gotta learn something more mechanically about the
Yeah.
game. Because that's how I was driven in video games. I always liked having the guides, knowing like
Mhm.
specific things about the game
Yeah.
that make it interesting.
And I don't think that's an issue.
no, but
It's
definitely
very hard
is
for new
now
players
a
to get into
requirement in some
your
sense.
game.
It's some sense a requirement if you want to have fun playing competitive games like Apex or like even Halo. You can probably go on and or
There's
what
a
is it?
ton.
We even looked up shit about Dauntless. We looked up shit about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
It's a matter of researching it now because the games are so much more elaborate. It's an actual like world of its own with its own physics.
So I think that can almost be just attributed to people are just they're more naturally inclined to kind of catch on
In a
to,
sense,
to
yeah.
games. It's just
In a
people are
sense.
like even take not an elder, but like an older person that like say my dad, for example, likes to play video
started
games.
out on Doom.
He can, yeah, exactly. But he can still just because of the age we live in, can jump into any game and kind of have an idea of what to do.
The gamers back in the day, man, if you like, I've looked up a couple of documentaries of like that kind of stuff, and like some of the gamers back in the day just would learn patterns that you don't recognize
I mean, if you want to see
right
that,
off the rip, but they, like Space Invaders.
A
You
lot-
got
no, just think of all these people who like speed run old video games.
Yes,
They have literally found bugs
It's like a
in the
formula.
code,
Yeah.
and they can literally finish games in minutes that would normally take a normal player days.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have
so,
you seen like the speedrun of the old school Nintendo 64 Mario?
yeah, like
That one is one of the most impressive
it's-
speedruns to watch ever.
Because it takes
It takes skill.
knowing the guild. Yeah, but skill is a huge part of it. And it's so cool to watch.
Oh my god. I mean, like, the repetitiousness is there. Like, that, like, this is going to do this when I approach it this way, this and that. But it's like, speed running it that fast is fucking just.
Have y'all seen the dude? He's on YouTube. and I'm sure he's on TikTok. I wish I knew his name to give him credit, but he does like those stupid hard, like just classic Mario levels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just the platforming,
Mhm.
and I mean,
Those
it's
were my favorites.
Yeah, those are so good,
Mhm.
but those are unbelievably hard. And he just, I mean, it's wild to just see him so focused, and he gets like, if you're not perfect, you'd fucking die.
Oh, yeah.
But like he does it, and
Have you
it's just so
seen-
much fun to watch.
There's the online like Mario's, those platforms that
No
people have
shit.
created
It's
to
just,
make it
Mario
10
Builder.
times harder. Yeah,
Oh, is that
basically
okay?
it's
That's
Mario
probably
Builder,
what it is.
but it's like there's some that like has invisible blocks of
Yeah.
where you would jump. Oh my god, because I was
So-
really good at those platform ones as a
Those are
kid. I would
fun.
sit there and I would always just
Yeah.
I remember there was a Mario and Yoshi game that came out for the SP, and I found like an area to like get maxed out lives, and then I would just sit there and just run through that
Yeah.
course like it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was Mario was one of my games. I loved Mario.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
So we need to talk about that. Okay. Well, I guess my timeline's quite a bit shorter than Justin's probably, or at least kind of wrapped up in
Yeah.
what you said. Like I kind of started the same way. The very first thing I played was not actually Game Boy though. I had a Super Nintendo from my uncle gave it to me, and that dude was so good at Mario. Like, you know, when you're a kid, you're like just having fun playing it, you know, and I would always be Luigi,
Yep.
and I would always like, you know, do okay, but always die. And then he would just come and beat the level for us, so we'd move on, and we had so much fun playing that. And I still have that too. Actually, we need to put that in the display case. It doesn't
Honestly.
work. Though.
No.
It doesn't work. But
Even with the old
yeah, no, I mean it won't even turn on.
son
anymore.
of a bitch.
We fried it.
Also, just remembered classic GameCube.
GameCube.
I was gonna touch base on that one. I didn't know if
Okay, I'll let you.
I
I'll
don't know
let you
if
take
y'all
off.
hit, I don't know about y'all, but that was one of my all-time favorite
GameCube is
consoles
great.
ever. The shape of it, the way it is, the
The little
discs.
discs.
Oh my
The
god!
controller was
Everything
great too.
about it was set up, man. It was. The
controller
a
was
good
great.
Concept.
I
They
agree.
should have kept up with that.
I don't think I have mine anymore. I
don't think-
really wish I did.
I wish I did too.
One.
No.
The it made the cube and then just hopped in the middle for every game. So great.
And then,
But-
what was the one game that you did play on the GameCube? I was like, I feel like everybody's played this game on the GameCube.
I played a few. I played Need for Speed a lot. There was this little Army Men game. I played the hell out of that. What game were you?
Okay, it's literally Sonic Adventures 2.
Yes.
It is the number one
I've
Sonic game.
Yeah. I'm almost
It's so
for sure that I've played
the
this
first
game.
level of the game
Played
is where
shit out
Sonic
of it.
is running through a city and he's getting chased by a truck. Like that is like the most iconic.
Sonic
Sonic.
Adventures 2.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you. Yeah, there it is. I
Let me see.
I don't know if I ever
played that game
this.
into the ground.
GameCube. How did we miss that? But I'll let Bryce kind of
This
take
was a
off on that.
GameCube game.
It was.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
I don't know if I ever played that.
I gotta look at the gameplay.
And then you would raise like little chows, the little tiny ones.
I've played Sonic games out the butt.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking loved them.
Yeah, this is it. No, this game, I loved this game.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, this is like the opening.
Do you
Credits
remember how
of the
games
game.
used to have like those epic openers?
Yes, I do.
No, this game was.
The most
Some games still
iconic. I
do.
think I did play this game, but I had to rent it from Hollywood, and I had Hollywood Video. Yeah, because I'm an
Hollywood
old
Video,
shit.
Here, like look up the first level.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this
So-
guy is speedrunning the game. He did it in 4 hours.
Oh God bless.
Yeah. My phone's not
Yeah,
smart.
your phone don't do it.
Is that not
Yes, I played this game because I had the hots for that character. When
Yeah.
it rose.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
It's
I was-
weird
I-
how you
I
get
think-
so.
I was born a weeb in
Yeah.
life, but didn't want to ever learn the terminology for it because, like, as I get older, I'm like, oh no, I was that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I thought video game characters were kind of hot.
What? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's no
even
reason.
Laura Croft, dude, with her like
Triangle titties.
triangle tits. You're just like, God damn. You know what I mean? Like it's just so
100%.
weird. Yeah,
I
dude.
get it.
Soul Calibur. Oh,
I made
my.
some fine bitches on Soul Calibur, Brendan.
But that's just because that's you. But as a kid, you were like, how big can I actually make these titties?
And you do.
And you do.
You do make them that big.
And you do.
You look at Ivy with that sword and you're like,
Oh,
I
Ivy
wonder if
was
I
the
can
shit.
make it better. It's like, nope.
Ivy was the shit.
I made the Ninja Turtles on there.
Oh, I remember that. You showed me how to do that.
That
I
was
made 'em too.
Yeah, I made
You showed me that.
those. I had a lot of fun designing characters on that
I
game.
remember. Your builds. I remember you made one that was just. It was just the punching mechanic,
Yes, Devil Jin.
and you would fuck me up with that guy. I hated that.
This game.
It's because he wouldn't hit you hard, but he would hit you before you could hit him.
I mean,
It
I
was
couldn't touch him.
It was the tall dude.
I couldn't touch him, and then you'd use the wings, and you'd just throw me up and keep. Dude, I need to download Soul Calibur on
Man,
because
I'll get back on that.
yeah, because Marley loves just 1v1 fighting versus games. Like she loves them. So I think she would like that. But okay, so yeah, started on Super
GameCube.
Nintendo. Got play the Game Boy Advance.
Did y'all ever play the Duck Hunt games or?
yes.
That's really old school. I mean, yeah,
The fucking what is that? The NES.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's really old school. That's even before. But I remember around the time I was playing Game Boy and stuff, I used to go to this summer camp while my mom was at work. And all they would do, you would go into a room and it was just lined with the consoles of the day. So there was a Super Nintendo, which was always, the N64 was what was always taken by the gamers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like a camp of maybe 20 kids.
I swear to God,
And there were like
think
four.
was this room like real colorful but kind of dark lit?
It wasn't colorful. It was
No.
all white.
It was all white.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But,
I remember
I mean,
going to a summer camp kind of
yeah.
similar to this.
I mean, that if I ran a summer camp.
yeah.
I mean, we went outside and stuff,
This.
but 90% of our day was.
Oh, I remember.
front of
This
these
wasn't a
videos.
su-
Yeah, during your
this
free
wasn't a
time?
summer camp. I'm remembering. It was at that the body when it used to be Body Works. I think it was the one on 34th. They had an area for the kids to go in,
Yeah.
and
And
it was
they-
all like Body Works
That's
colorified out. It was the same concept. Like the
Okay.
gamers were at
Yeah.
the Nintendo 64,
At the Nintendo 64, and they played 007 competitively.
Yeah. See, 007
And all of us would crowd
fucking-
around them and just
yeah.
watch these good players play this game, and it was so much fun. But then, some of us would go to the Super Nintendos, and a lot of us would have our own Game Boys and stuff, and so those were a lot of fun. And then I got a GameCube, played that forever. Moved on to a PS2.
What'd you play on the GameCube?
GameCube.
Yeah, what was your like go to? You said it was
I had a
the Need
few.
for Speed. Did you ever play any? No, you weren't a Zelda gamer.
I never
That
was.
was me and
I
Tony's
really wish I could.
Thing, man. We both were into Zelda for sure.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Wind Waker.
Favorite
Metroid
Zelda.
Prime. I played the
You
hell
played
out of
Metroid? I was about
that.
to
Metroid
ask.
is so beautiful.
That one's I can't
and
believe
it's dark and
Yes.
scary, and it was so good.
they did good on that game.
Yeah,
It was impressive. Didn't they release a Metroid game for Xbox when they did that as well?
I think they did.
Because I remember the graphics on a Metroid game being crazy.
But yeah. No, man.
So Mario Kart. Never played Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, dude. I played a lot of Luigi's Mansion.
I know a lot of people that did.
You didn't play Luigi's Mansion?
I never did.
Dude.
That SSX tricky.
Luigi's Mansion
Was
was
this
one of
a
those
game?
like puzzle
Okay.
games that you'll never forget beating. That game was awesome.
I had Donkey Kong.
Oh, dude.
I did not like playing Donkey Kong. much.
I've remembered us talking about it. It wasn't. I wouldn't put it even close to like Mario or anything like that.
There was the Congo
fun.
one they came out with where it was kind of like back when Guitar Hero was hitting hard on
you're talking
PlayStation.
the one with the
2.
bongos.
So
Yeah, the bongo
Yeah.
drums. See, I tried that game out as well, and I was just like, man, this isn't.
Just
No,
not
I'd rather
into
be
it.
playing the guitar, not the bongo.
Yeah.
Not the bongo drums. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I played Guitar Hero like crazy on the PS2.
Dude, did you
Got
ever
really good at it.
for the PS2? Did you ever play this game? It was a jet ski game. Like it was literally
Dude.
jet ski racing,
I think I did.
and like I put so much time into that game.
I didn't
not tell
put a
you-
lot of time into it.
I couldn't tell you what it was, but like I literally could not tell you.
Probably look it up.
But like you just go off the jumps and stuff, and it was
Yeah.
like really extreme. But yeah, I'm sure I did.
I think I played that at an arcade at like Caboose. Because you can
probably
play a
similar
lot
to
of
that.
those same games that were
Mhm.
on
But
those
just
consoles.
arcade style?
Yeah, they're arcade style.
Dude, Guitar Hero was so much fun.
I was about to say, man,
So
we
much fun.
cannot forget Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero
That
was
one-
legendary. Nobody plays that, and it's impossible to find a freaking guitar to play the game. Is the last one they made like for the Wii or something?
I think so.
Guitar Hero?
I think it wasn't it Aerosmith. Wasn't
Something
the
like
last one?
that.
I don't know. They made so many.
Guitar Hero 1 and 2 were the ones that are
1
my
and 2.
go-tos.
2 was my favorite.
Yep.
3 had amazing songs on it,
Yep.
and it was probably the most refined as
Yeah.
far as like the actual mechanics,
Yeah.
because it still had the plug-in guitar. But Guitar Hero 2 was my favorite.
What was
I
it?
loved it.
What was the other one that came out that wasn't Guitar
Rock
Hero?
Band?
Rock
Band was fun. It
I-
wasn't
Did
as.
y'all have the problem?
I had all.
with, like the way it didn't click like Guitar Hero did.
So I was so good at Guitar Hero that I'd play through expert like
Mhm.
all the games and stuff. And when Rock Band came out, it wasn't nearly as hard. So I just played it casually, and the songs were good.
Yeah.
So I never really cared that much about it.
Me either.
Um,
I didn't like it. I don't know. I was just something about the texture of the guitar not clicking.
didn't like that.
Dude, it made
It
it to where
bugged
I
you?
was like, I don't like this game. I don't like this entire game because of this one mechanic.
Dude, the drums were sick though.
Yeah.
The game was
The whole
cool.
game was great.
The game
was cool.
Like being older, I'm like, oh, I should have been able to look
Mhm.
past that, like something like that. But
I
I'm
wish I
like,
had a guitar or a Rock Band or Guitar Hero setup just to play it casually. But you can't find a freaking guitar
Mm-mm.
anywhere.
No.
But
hit the eBay,
so
Craigslist.
yeah. But so I played PS2, tons of Battlefront 2. Probably played that more than anything. I played the skateboarding games, the
Skate.
uh,
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk,
Tony Hawk.
kind of the ridiculous ones, but they were fun as hell.
fun as fuck.
So much fun. And then after that, I remember I didn't play video games for a few years.
Was that middle
And-
school phase?
Mhm.
Where
Yep.
it was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be shamed because I like video games.
I don't know if it was that, but I spent so much time with like girls and stuff,
heard.
and that was a sad time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we're gonna skip
we'll
that.
talk-
We're gonna
we'll-
keep on
We'll
the
save
video
that for
game
like
track.
50th episode special or
Brendan's
something.
dark middle school life.
We'll talk about we'll talk about all of our times.
Oh,
but
God.
so around
I
that
hated
time,
middle school with the
Yeah.
passion, man.
I did
Let's
too.
just homeschool our kids throughout middle school.
Maybe
We'll
fuck
get them
that.
back
Maybe
into-
we should.
No, you got me crazy. I can't spend much. No, mm-mm.
Nope.
My kid's gonna turn out fucking weird with no social skills.
That's exactly right. Because
No.
middle school is where you get
It's kind-
bullied into having social
It's true.
skills.
It's
It's
very
literally
true.
no, literally. I got bullied into being like funny because no, like you literally you can't be.
wanted to be accepted,
No, you
made jokes.
And
I was like,
Joel
I
must
also-
be really blown it up, man.
no joke. I literally grew up. So I grew up on kind of the bad side of town. Like
You went to
Yeah.
Atkins, right?
so, yeah. So,
Evans was no better, and I'm gonna tell you that.
oh
first.
no, you have no idea. No.
Evans was.
I'm almost kind of siding with Justin.
You think so?
No, there's
Yeah.
no way. There's no
No.
way. Literally, I was
Evans was a little bit clean. The kids were assholes.
like, no, the kids might be assholes, but literally, we had
Yeah.
people like actual shanks, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
actual shanks.
Okay.
I saw a kid getting his head beat into the concrete one time. Like
I saw like 2 really good fights at Evans.
regular occasion.
Never. You know,
I saw
guess
fights on
they
the
were- I'm
I'm gonna have to side
regular.
with Justin now that we're We're getting some
And
points
so-
across. Yeah.
So literally, I was like, you can, and especially like in a bad school like that. So like, you can either be the weird fucking white kid that might shoot up the school, or you can be the funny fat white kid. So
The
like,
funny fat white kid.
you know, I was already fat, so I was like half the way there. So I figured out how to develop a personality, and here we are. Maybe I'm not that funny, but I had the fat part.
You do.
So,
You do.
so I
The
was gonna-
non-shooting
you do your
up
best.
part is
Yeah.
shooting up the school part as well.
Yeah, I definitely was not
Definitely
the one
not
that they
that.
thought was going to shoot up the school.
Thank God.
There was like two other white kids. They both fit that role pretty good.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, we're not
You
gonna.
know-
We don't need to add.
Hold
a
on.
third
Let me add that. I'll have that for when Tony comes on the show. Because
Fucking Tony.
he's got a lot to say about that.
About that.
Yeah, but just Tony was, because I was kind of a dickhead throughout school. Just because people were dickheads to me.
Feel that?
But Tony, people really liked him. He knew how to be
Sociable.
nice. Yeah, like, and I never understood that.
I think
I
that's
still
just his
don't.
personality. Yeah, he's to this day still.
He's very good at it.
I was like,
But
I can be. I just don't like it. So
I don't
just
even know
don't.
how.
Dude.
I don't even know how. But anyway, back to video games. God damn. But anyway, so yeah, I took some time off from video games for a while, but then freshman year, I spent the night with Tony and John Luke, and we played. They introduced me to Halo 3 on Xbox 360, and I played it the entire night after they'd even fallen asleep, just multiplayer. And then I eventually saved up, got a 360, and just played Halo 3 for like years. And then, Jesus.
let's kick down the door.
And then from there, kind of grew into, Halo Reach and other competitive games. And then we all started talking, and y'all got me into like Skyrim and
I remember when
Call
we
of
stayed
Duty.
up all night playing Halo Reach
Halo Reach was a
over
lot
at
of
your
fun.
house.
Was it at my house?
Yeah.
Dude. Halo Reach was
Is
fun.
that your mom's house?
Yeah, at my mom's house.
Yeah. Sick.
Your mom's house. Anyway,
Sorry.
yeah.
But
But
fuck's Joel.
Well,
I
it-
need
well,
I
him
don't
here
know.
on this
I
one.
know.
Well,
God
it didn't
damn
end up
it.
being, our house, but it's fine.
I don't even live there anymore. Y'all kicked me out.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah. And then, yeah, I went on to
Start
get Xbox One, play the Xbox Series X now. And yeah, I'm pretty casual. The only thing I
Yeah.
really play competitively is Halo Infinite. I love 2K. Play Apex, and then just kind of those casual games. Still play Skyrim, Red Dead,
Bro,
GTA.
as much as Apex like pisses me off and upsets me, nothing makes me more mad than 2K. I'll tell you that right now.
2K infuriates
Dude,
me.
I've
seen
literally
Joel literally almost.
I have gotten-
make
oh,
himself
dude.
pass out. From how
And
pissed off he's made
so you've been
himself.
playing this recent one,
Yeah.
which is 22.
uh-huh.
Pretty. Are you up to a 90 yet?
Yeah, I'm like 91 right now.
Okay, I think I'm like an 85.
Yeah. So I mean I played it all the way through, did all that.
I mean, essentially God level, but like it'll still
even
just
when you
infuriate.
max stuff out, because I'm like,
Just the dumbest. Because the game. Here's the problem. The game doesn't try to just be smarter. It relies on stupid crap to make the game harder. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like your dribbling and stuff can be peak, but the game will still have
Say-
you like lose the ball or like hit it off something like
or like you
or
see
just-
somebody reach like
yeah.
6 feet to get that strip on you going up for
Exactly.
a wide open layup, and you're like,
Or your teammates will start to fuck up.
yeah,
And it's just like, okay,
And-
just
and
make the opposing team smarter, make better plays, and that's how it should be more difficult.
yeah. My team shouldn't start just being dog shit.
Exactly. It's insane. But I mean,
No,
It's
they're
like
trying
Steph
to build
Curry
a.
missed a layup.
They're trying
Okay.
to build the carry mindset.
are you on the Warriors?
Yes. Hey, actually, I didn't choose to be on the Warriors.
They put you on the
They
Warriors.
put me on the Warriors.
They put me on the Rockets, dude.
Oh,
We
that-
were garbage.
That blows. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm pulling.
You're like I'm. I took us to a championship. It's
Yeah.
fine.
2K makes you feel like such a bad
Dude, no, literally.
but it will piss you the fuck.
I have sat there and I'll get like, nah, this is fucking bullshit when I'm playing Apex. But when I'm playing 2K, I am like yelling.
It's bad, dude. Like Michelle will be like, "You need to turn this on," because like I'll get so upset.
And that's the thing is like, I don't know why. Like
I don't either.
I don't know why that game just has that effect on me. Because like I'll be in high stakes games with like Apex and I'll be like, you know,
yeah,
it's
get
fine.
frustrated.
It's
so
fine.
passive.
I'm not upset. And then, but I'm
Overtly
playing.
passive.
I'm playing
it's
like
the high stakes.
like a mid-season game.
Yeah.
It's not even. It's not even like a finals
Dude.
game. And I'm just like, nah, this is fucking.
Oh,
how are you
bro.
gonna
Done.
fucking miss your layups?
Oh, dude.
Oh, now
And
you're
then-
gonna pull me out. Now you're gonna pull me out. Now that I finally got the lead.
And then you're like, hold on, wait. I bet when I skip
Puts me
this and I
back
come
in,
back in, we're gonna be
15
down by
down.
15. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you're like,
Bro,
oh
it's
wow, cool,
every freaking time.
No, I'm literally right there with you. It just blows me away.
But I
it does
still
it.
can't not play it.
No,
You know,
I can't.
like it's still like I know people give 2K a lot of crap, but truly the mechanics and just how the AI does know how to play the game. I wish it were a little bit better, but it's just like if you're playing like if me and you were to get on there and play a game, like it's a pretty beautiful
Yeah.
game. Like you can, it really is.
I just don't like how it's it's kind of laggy sometimes, but that's just something you can't with the limits of technology,
I guess.
But
I don't know. I almost kind of think that gets to because it depends on the year. This 2K22 I've actually been pretty satisfied with.
I've been pretty satisfied.
2K20 was probably one of my favorites, just because it kind of took a leap in the mechanics and it was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I liked the shot.
So for 21 though, whenever
21.
they built off of 20, like
That's all
I feel
they
like
did.
I feel like something got crossed up there because like things just did not work right.
I couldn't get into it.
Like it just felt like something was off. Like the
Yeah.
mechanics were off, something was off. I think that was just like a coding problem, less
I
of
don't
a
know. I mean, it almost felt like, I mean, it was 2K20 with a tune-up.
yeah.
That's really all it was. 2K22 is a new game. You can feel it. And then it was fun because 2018 and 2019 favored offense a lot
Yeah.
because that's kind of how
People
the real
play.
life game was being played. And you could just run right past. Like, you couldn't even really play
defense.
great defense.
It was like
on-
you just had to outscore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I remember.
have y'all seen the 2K23?
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
pretty sick.
looks
I'm
pretty
not
cool.
gonna lie.
They better
It-
not.
dude.
They can't screw this one up.
Yeah, like I saw
Not-
they have Jordan on
not
the
with
front
Jordan
and
on the
everything.
cover.
I was just like,
I might
if
actually-
they put him on there, they can't. Fuck
It's
this
got to be
up.
great.
No, it has to.
Was Kobe on this? When was he? Was he on this last 22?
20. I think it might have been 22. Yeah. I don't think it was 21. It was like their golden edition or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was
How do you
legendary.
think Curry feels about it being another championship moment for him, but he's not on the cover of this 2K?
Who is? Is it Booker? Is Devin Booker on this?
No,
2023.
No,
No,
it's
it's
Doncic. On 2023? No, I was talking about 22.
Oh, okay.
Doncic. is
2022.
22 is Luca.
Luka Doncic?
Is it-
Oh, why am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Fuck.
is his name, isn't it? Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
They can't fuck it up, man. They
don't really care about
cannot.
that. No, they can't.
Oh,
Okay, that was
that
an
was
anniversary edition. I remember
21 was
that one.
2K needs to help save,
Okay, so that
save
was
the world
21.
from its fucking madness.
Was 21.
Yeah.
Because I could have
It's a
sworn there was
little bit
another one.
disappointing. Oh, sick.
Because I mean that was
So,
2K20 was good.
Brendan, I remember we talked a long time ago about your Nintendo career on the handhelds
Mm-hmm.
and how you never completed a Pokemon game.
Never.
And like you tried explaining it to me, but I want to hear the explanation again. Because those are some
So-
of the games that I would.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
on
God.
Game Boy Advance, I remember having, it was a classic Game Boy cartridge though, the long one that you could still shove in there, but it stuck out the top.
Yeah.
I played it on that. It was red.
Fire red.
It was red.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't fire red. It was just red.
It was red.
Fire red
just
was
red.
the short one.
Yep. Fire
Okay.
red was the redo.
Okay. Yeah. So it was that one.
Okay.
And I remember, so you get on it and you start going through the game and you win the matches super easily, right? At the beginning. Like you have these crazy powerful Pokemon, or
Yeah,
at least I
basically.
did, where any match you got into, you'd hit them once. Their health would go down to like 1. And then you just have to hit them one more time. And you kept winning until you essentially started the campaign where you pick,
Start going to the gyms and stuff.
I don't know. You just go into
See,
a
this
room
is
and there
why
are
I
like
asked
3
for this
platforms.
explanation.
Okay, then that would be the gyms.
I think you went to Misty's gym when he
Yeah.
saw the 3 platforms. Was there water
I don't
between
know.
the platforms?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. that's
I'm
what he's
almost
talking
certain it is. Back in I think in that game, if you were to surf in her gym and then
What are you talking
not have a Pokemon to, like, you can't escape after you surf inside that gym. You have to, there used to be an old bug where you'd have to literally restart the game because you'd trap yourself in the water of her gym and there's no exit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't hop back out.
Hmm.
And I did it on
I actually think I know exactly what you're talking about.
But
Oh my
you
god.
can't hop back out. You
I do
go in,
remember that.
but
And
you
I-
are stuck in that fucking water.
I
and
think
you
I know
have
exactly
to restart.
what you're
There's no
talking about.
flying. There's no anything.
so I will actually defend Brendan on this one about never
But
finishing
listen,
a
okay,
Pokemon
but
game.
I would get to these platforms and I would choose one and that'd be your Pokemon.
Okay, so he's at the
The very beginning.
very beginning. So you aren't
But
even
then-
fighting anything.
No, but as soon as I got that Pokemon and went to try to continue,
Uh-huh.
I would keep getting my ass kicked. Like I couldn't win a match.
Which one did
ever.
you pick? Do you
I don't
Was it
remember.
red, blue, or green?
I think I probably picked all of them at one point because I kept restarting the game.
God, I'm
and
just trying to
figure
think.
it out.
I'm just trying to figure out like what do you
This
mean?
man was at the very beginning, Justin.
Oh,
He
dude,
didn't
I
even-
never got anywhere.
This man was struggling. Oh
He
god,
didn't-
never mind. I take back my
But why?
defense.
Like why
I'll take it
couldn't
back.
Thank you.
Because I mean, like, what I'm talking about never finishing a Pokemon game is like, I'd beat the Elite Four, and then it'd be like, hey, you gotta do this to get to the Cinnabar Islands to get
Yeah.
to finish out the Pokedex.
Mhm.
That's what I'm talking about. I never finished. I'd beat the Elite Four and be like, cool, I'm the
So you
fucking
campaigned
champion.
it for sure. Like that's pretty much beating a Pokemon game is campaigning it for the most part.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
like,
then you
no more-
then you have like that self-set goal of like, do I want to 100% this game? Like most video games.
Yeah, of course.
But
side
so-
quest.
so you were
Why couldn't I beat anybody?
so you were just stuck at the very beginning.
Like,
man.
I
don't
just-
know how you couldn't beat anybody. You could pick any one of the 3 and be able
But
to
like
win.
I would get into, like I'd get to a point where I knew I had to beat
Unless
somebody.
you picked,
No, there's I'm a
I don't know.
And that's-
Charmander was one of those that you had to train up
even then.
to beat Brock. And then in Pokemon Yellow,
But even then, you could-
Pokemon Yellow was the hardest fucking start. Yes, because you have it's a game of rock, paper, scissors, basically. And you're literally setting yourself up at the beginning of the game with a pair of scissors who is going against nothing but rocks.
Okay.
And you have to beat it
But see,
to continue on.
see, that's just when you catch a Pidgey and then you
Even Pidgey, that's another pair
and
of
then you
scissors.
level that up. Nah, you level up a Pidgey, and at least
Oh, I know.
they hit harder than most of the other things. So
I see. You know what I'm talking about because rock versus flying is another fucking
yeah,
rock on scissors situation. Like
because
it's-
there's really no grass types before.
there's none. It's either you get a Pidgey and you level that bitch up as much as you can to sand attack them bastards down, or you get a Rattata and you let that rat go in there and do its thing.
because it's at least normal.
Yeah.
So
But that's what I never understood. Is like I would give up my initial Pokemon that I was, which I guess is just they give it to you so that you can.
What do you mean by give up?
did you just?
I
Not
had
train it?
like.
Did you just let
I just
it?
remember.
So if it died, did you just let it stay dead?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All All right.
I'm
literally just-
game.
I'm literally gonna download like an emulator on my phone and make him play it on air one day,
Okay.
just to
I
see
played-
what
I'm
happens.
down.
I played an emulator of a Pokemon game through this January, actually, when I was in COVID, because I was bored. You can play the actual anime series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude.
And that's where I found out you can
There's,
get trapped in that fucking pool.
What is it? It's like Kuzma's Pokemon. It's literally the hardest Pokemon game because like
I'm gonna have
they
to look this up. I haven't heard of this.
so it's like they did Emerald. He did the Emerald version. Kuzma.
Okay.
So he rewrote the code to where you can't skip trainers. All levels are like maxed out for that area. So like you're usually never higher leveled than any of the people you fight. Like you get everything is more expensive. Like all the heals, all the potions, all the Pokeballs, more expensive. Also, all the trainers are usually 6 stack. You don't have like 3 stacks of, or 2 stacks.
It's not just a one.
No, they're usually 6 stack, and their team combos are the best
They're set up to win.
to win. You also don't get EVs for killing wild Pokemon anymore. Like normally, you would get like these
I know.
these
I know
values,
The EV/IV stat bases. I
like
know.
the hidden stats. You don't get those. You don't get those anymore.
He wants you to break your laptop. Is
I'm
what he
telling you.
wants you to do.
And so it was literally people were like, "This is the hardest." He rewrote the coding, so like there was no more shortcuts. You literally had to do everything perfectly by the book. It was just so much harder, and people loved it.
I would love it. I've played Pokemon games
It's literally like the
like back in the day
Are
because
those your favorite
it-
games?
honestly, Pokemon's probably my favorite video game franchise. ever.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
pretty
They're
up there.
awesome.
Halo's
Pokemon's
probably
great.
my favorite. What would you say?
They hold a world record too.
Pokemon
Ooh.
does.
Yeah. It's not a good one.
My
It's most epileptic seizures induced in
Oh
one
my
moment
God.
in the entire world.
The
yeah,
games?
At the same
this-
time.
the first 2 Pokemon episodes, their opening
I remember
was
that.
was bright flashing lights.
Right.
Pikachu be lighting that bitch up.
So literally, you would have these people who
Lighting
would
their
You had
Audience.
every kid in America and Japan and maybe a little bit in China,
Yeah.
other places.
But
I
no,
choose you.
My
God,
God.
that's fucked up.
That's what happened.
What-
That is what happened.
What is your favorite Pokemon game?
Oh.
No. You asked me this question.
There is a right answer to this, just so you know.
I'm not going to give you my
No,
answer.
no, hit me with it.
I don't like being judged.
No.
I want to hear it.
If you say fucking
Can you
Sinnoh,
even
I'll
say?
stab you.
Which one?
If you say Sinnoh region, I'm stabbing you.
Sinnoh?
So that would be Diamond and Pearl.
You didn't like that one?
No, I loved them, but that's the wrong answer.
But that's the wrong answer.
Such a
I know
dick.
you're I'm assuming you're a Hoenn region,
It's literally
or do you like Johto?
it's Johto.
I assumed
Sure.
maybe
Is
it
your
was like a
favorite?
trick question because he started out on Silver. That's the Johto region.
Yep.
He's gonna be biased.
It's
towards
crazy
that.
how your initial
See, I
gaming
went with
experiences influence your
with
favorites.
Hoenn because that's the original.
The original.
That's your
feel
original
that.
starting
Really?
base. That's where you see the first 151.
I don't know.
And
but
yes,
also-
Favorite?
Togepi was in the first fucking Pokedex, not the second one.
Yes.
And I'm not hearing it from nobody else. It is 151, not 150. 151.
151.
It is. I remember holding that book as a kid, the original game guide to the first, like, yellow and the original Game Boys, man. That book, you felt like you had the answers. And it literally provided you with nothing.
Yeah.
Not,
No shit.
like, it gave you the idea of what to look for.
Okay.
So, like, you got a picture of the Pokemon, really good illustration of what it looks like.
That's
And
always
then
fun.
It doesn't tell you any detail on when it's going to learn these moves. It's going to tell you
wait.
the moves it may learn, and then it doesn't tell you any detail of. There's a very,
even-
very vague.
Yeah.
Yeah. They literally like.
Hold on. I just want to make sure. So, I'm gonna show you this. This is the Hoenn.
Mhm.
That's Ruby.
Oh, this is Hoenn.
Kanto.
It's Kanto. That's right.
Here.
I had it
Let me-
wrong.
Let me scroll all the way up. Okay, cool. Because I was like, now I'm confused.
Were you second guessing? I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
It's Kanto, then Johto, then Hoenn,
Hoenn,
then Sinnoh, and then after that I quit.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I played a few of them, but like for some reason, because the I don't know, I liked the for some reason when I would go back and rewatch the original series, I thought it was just a little bit more edgier.
Okay.
And like, you know, because you got Team Rocket and they're like bad guys.
Right.
They're like actual like, and then you got the whole like corrupt scheming from Giovanni being one of the last gym leaders, and I don't know, I think it was maybe the artwork that made it a little bit more edgier for me.
Okay.
But like the more rounded off artwork that they had in the Pokemon series as it gotten continued kind of bothered me a little bit. Just because like I was getting older, so I was looking for edgier stuff.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
I have literally never seen like half of these regions going through this thing.
Which ones are you on?
It's like
Y'all
this
might
is
need to
like
start these over.
no, these are like Pokemon Ranger.
Dude, Pokemon Ranger, man. That was one of those games that was just totally different from any Pokemon game. They need to make a new one.
Or like the.
Do you
Mystery
enjoyed it
Dungeon.
though?
I enjoyed it, but like I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I liked the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause that's
concept of
kinda-
Pokemon.
Was it kind of like
Now
what was the
Pokemon
Mario
Coliseum,
game?
if they made a new one of those,
Was
like,
it?
Dude, I loved Pokemon Coliseum.
that would be nice.
It was good.
That would be
I really
nice.
liked it.
Did y'all ever play that? Was it Super
I
Mario?
guess I really enjoyed Hoenn the most if it's not Kanto. Sinnoh was one of the only regions that like I enjoyed, but it's never been one of my top
Yeah.
ones.
No, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
And then Johto was
'Cause-
awesome. I loved the series for Johto. I thought the series for like
The Pokemon
dude,
episodes.
that
great.
shit was badass.
No, I'm right there with you.
It was sick. They had like
if I didn't like honestly, it's like Johto's right here. Owen's like
just a little bit under it
honestly like right there, right next to each other almost.
because the playthrough on that game was just fun. And
Dude,
then
it was.
whenever it came out with Emerald, then they combined that for like the first time, and then
Yeah.
you were just like,
This is dope. This
like,
is dope.
Yeah, dude, like it was mind blowing. That was the first time they took, because they would always release them in sets. Like you can either get this one or this one, and you'll be able to have almost all the same Pokemon
It was
except for a
literally-
couple of different.
Yeah,
Really?
like red and green.
Yeah.
Or and then
And then
Okay.
Pokemon Yellow
And it's the
was the,
same game?
first combo
then it was like gold and
of
silver.
it all, but that was their first one they released, wasn't it? Or was it red, green, and blue first?
So it was red and green first.
Was it?
And then you got blue in there after.
That's right. And then Yellow came out.
And then yellow was like also there, but it was also kind of a standalone thing.
Because
It did
Yellow was the first Pokemon game you had a Pokemon following as well.
Dude, people
outside.
It was
of-
a cool.
People loved
You
it.
had a companion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you had
cool,
a
dude.
companion that you like. It's Pikachu,
Mhm.
and you actually feel like Ash because in the series Pikachu doesn't stay in the Pokeball, and then so in a video game,
Can you pick which Pokemon? followed
you
you?
are hand given just the Pikachu that follows.
Really?
Like you are set with that Pokemon.
Okay.
Like you can't put it up in the box. It was like one of those first ones. Like it was
So-
kind of like an introduction of like a modded Pokemon game in a way. Of
Okay.
like these emulators.
Let me ask y'all this. So I've got two questions for you. I guess my first one, pretty easy. You know, y'all gave me y'all's favorite Pokemon games. Are those y'all's favorite video games of all time? Can you pick one?
That's hard. What's yours?
I know it is.
What is your
Halo 3 is my
Favorite?
favorite.
Halo 3?
Is my favorite of all
Favorite
time.
video game of all
Me
time.
and Justin don't know.
I don't know.
You might have to go home and do some studying a little bit.
Honestly, but like if I had to just
I
like
know.
if
I
I
have
just
to.
had to say like just pick one right now, it would be Halo 3.
Really?
It would be.
Halo 3 is
of
so
all
good.
time?
I can't sit in this table like this and say Halo 3. I never played it.
I understand. I
And
understand.
I'm sorry
Reach.
for that
That was awesome.
I loved Reach.
because even
shitty
even
Santa
after
Halo
Claus.
3 almost like Halo 3 was at such a pivotal point in my life too. You know
Honestly.
what I mean? And I feel like that was the case for a lot of people.
because like if you think about it like this, right? Halo 3, had a great campaign, loved it, amazing campaign, and then you got the multiplayer. Everybody loved the
so
multiplayer.
good.
There was no
And it changed multiplayer forever.
And then they had the Forge system, and
Yeah, dude.
the Forge was what really set that game apart from any other game before. Because like other games, like you could have a sandbox mode where you played around, messed around, but they gave you so many tools to make stuff in Halo 3. I still to this day cannot remember all of the different types of game modes that they had. They literally had like rocket derby.
Mhm.
They would have obstacle courses where someone was sniping at you and you had to drive a mongoose.
Yeah.
dude, that sounds so fun.
Tony and I would get on Halo 3. I think we did that on Reach more though.
Yeah.
But
That
just
sounds
you
fun.
get on Forge
We would play tons of Forge.
and just do that
Yes.
forever.
And I
Yes.
remember there was this one game mode. You were an infected, and like you were the only one. And they made
3?
in Halo 3 this was like a
I remember
player
this in
made
Reach.
game mode.
Okay.
Like someone made it and then you could download it,
Okay.
and literally you're basically in this giant cube area with multiple levels. You were the infected and everybody else had shotguns. You were like, I don't know, like 10 times as fast as them. But if you
Okay.
got shot once, like you died.
Mhm.
And I think I played that mode for weeks.
They have that now
Yeah,
in Infinite. It's not the same
it's not the same.
because the
Like I think they
infected
also
are pretty nerfed.
yeah, like I mean, I'm telling you, you were 10 times faster. You had a sword. Gravity was off for you.
Yeah.
So you could literally jump across the
Jumping.
map and get away from people.
Where you
God,
been? You
did
fall
you-
asleep?
Did you die?
Fall asleep?
Did something
Yeah.
die in there?
Resurrected.
God bless, man.
But you can't really pinpoint your favorite.
My favorite video game? Man,
that what y'all on right now?
Skyrim.
That's where we're at.
Skyrim. Yeah.
I love Skyrim too.
Dude, I know, Skyrim.
Skyrim
It's
is,
a classic. It's
I love it.
shoot, that or the original Injustice when we were all playing.
That's so
Ah.
good.
Because like my favorite video game, I feel like changes a little bit.
I understand.
You know, because
Like I've got
like,
favorites
in certain
for sure.
moments.
Not
Like
a
this was
favorite, though.
Halo 3 is where
Skyrim
I
was
landed
one of
on.
those.
Halo 3.
I don't know. My favorite video game was probably like Skyrim.
Yeah, I
Most
loved
likely.
Skyrim to
Yeah,
death.
If not Pokemon.
How about you? Can you even answer that question? No.
Dude, I don't know. There's not a game.
'Cause
Okay, mine would be. It would have to be a series, not
That
necessarily.
or
That's fair.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That was another
This is a good one.
shoot. Man.
Because without that, you don't have Skyrim. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and that game, I still like. My wallet is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
yeah,
as
that's
we
cool,
speak.
dude.
Yeah, because
That's
I
cool,
love
man.
that game so much. It,
'Cause-
good part of my childhood right there. I remember completing that game, and that was a
Was
fucking great feeling.
one of the
oh my
few
god,
satisfying moments of
because
your
it's
life.
hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard game. Like the mechanics on it are not like super easy,
Mhm.
but it is an easy game now that I'm older. Now that I think about it,
Okay.
it's probably a lot easier. But damn, was it fun?
Yeah.
You had your own boat. The princess was like the baddest bitch on the ocean.
That's important, dude.
No, it's the truth, man.
It's important.
Like, it's the truth.
Because the one that that
She's
stuff really
captain.
does matter.
But
But like, I mean,
so you got nothing,
For-
Joel? Like nothing, no.
which
No
is
input.
hard because
That's
like if you
hard,
ask me
yeah.
my favorite movie, I
can't
cannot
pinpoint a
tell
favorite
you.
movie, no.
For video games, like I kind of told them, it's just
Halo
that's an
3.
important game for me. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I'm able to actually answer that.
I can't rule out Black Ops, the original.
The original Black Ops is good.
That was
I
a
put
big
Modern
pivotal
Warfare.
moment as well.
Yeah,
That
Modern
one
Warfare
was-
2. I thought.
Oh yeah,
That one was the shit. That was first.
Modern
That was when I
Warfare
started
2
getting
was
into
like-
it.
it was pretty.
That was peak. That was peak COD. Never
See-
been there again.
No,
I
never will
No,
be back.
never will.
I
I
know what this
started
most
when
recent they're
Reach
gonna do.
and the original Black Ops came out. That's whenever I started my first person shooter binge outside of Battlefront. Because Battlefront, man,
Battlefront was the shit. Is that the best Star Wars game ever?
Battlefront 2?
Battlefront 2 for PS2?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Without
Had
that.
to be.
Okay.
Oh,
That or
All right.
Revenge of the Sith or Force Unleashed.
Revenge of the Sith.
The
Force Unleashed
was
I-
so much fun.
It was.
Dude,
Fallen Order might be a little bit.
Fallen Order is pretty fucking amazing. But Force Unleashed,
dude, it was a
fun.
game changer.
yeah, dude.
Do you know
So
The story was so complex too.
if
Like,
they had made like a series just from the Force Unleashed, it would have been
a series.
immaculate. Like an actual. It could have been animated.
Could have
It
been
could've
Oh,
been,
I got
you
you.
know,
whole story arc added in.
but the things that they did in that game, like the different types
Still
of.
have not played this game.
You
Force
haven't.
Unleashed?
Not played it. I need to.
I've literally played both of them.
I know.
Both of
We
them are.
talked about this, and I said I was going to download it, but I just never have. We
Download it.
played
The
fucking
Force
Fortnite.
Unleashed.
It's your fault.
Sorry.
Getting me on to
And like the fact that you
Fucking
could choose
Fortnite.
to be good or
squishy
evil.
walls
evil.
and shit.
Is pretty sick.
And it's
I agree.
awesome. I was like, you
The
literally-
lightsaber fights were
Did y'all ever play
so much
Fable?
fun.
Those games were never a game I played.
I
Fable.
played every single Fable.
I rented it.
Did you love it?
I loved Fable.
See, Fable's
Really?
one of those that people love the shit out of, and it looked like one of the coolest games ever. But
Yeah.
they never.
I loved its moral system. I dedicated hours to that game too.
Really? Did you ever play Final Fantasy?
Never played Final
No.
I
Fantasy.
didn't either.
Man, I
A lot of
looked
people
at.
love it.
I know they do. I've never even plugged it in.
But like
It
I feel
looks
like
like
I
such
feel like
a
I'm at an age.
dedication to a game.
I feel like
Is
I'm at an
it?
age
It
that I
looks like
could
it.
have
Okay.
gotten into it if I had been exposed to it. But I feel too far gone now.
To get into something like that.
I was like,
You're not
it's at
gonna
like what
play
like
the first one
15,
and then
15 part
catch
2.
up. It's gonna take you
Yeah.
for
Some-
fucking ever.
Yeah,
You'll literally, you'll be finishing like the second one, and they'll be on like the 20. Or
Because they're
talking about the
long
20th
games. They're long games.
They
They're
are.
not
But
short,
also-
and it takes dedication.
there
Yeah.
there are
I've seen
really
people just
cool
talk so
things
much
that
about it.
could have draw you in so easily. I'm like, they put a giant fucking gun on a sword. Like that's dope. That's fucking dope. But I could never.
The British did that.
There's so many cool fucking things about Final Fantasy. Like,
The British did that.
oh wait,
What about
Okay, no,
Kingdom Hearts? Did y'all play Kingdom
I
Hearts?
do have a favorite game now.
A favorite
bring that one
game?
up
A
next.
favorite game that I
One?
don't play very much of.
'Kay.
It's Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Oh, that's a good one. I
You
love
got
that
you
game
got
so
to
much.
go
I
through
remember.
the main story, but then you got to be
I don't know. That was actually a pretty fun
you
game.
got to be fucking Sauron, kill the hobbits, and then
kill the hobbits.
start your reign, and then ends with you killing the hobbits. You literally go backtrack through the whole saga. You take over all the kingdoms. You kill all the heroes, and the last one you kill is Frodo. No, it's not. Is it Frodo? Yeah, it's Frodo. No, it's not. I think
Frodo
it's
and Sam?
It's no, because you killed them early on.
Oh yes,
'Cause they're-
yes.
Pippin.
This
and,
makes it even better.
Mary.
because Then it's
and
just
then,
all fucking.
And
Gandalf.
Gandalf is making the
Gandalf's
last
last
stand with the
and He's
hobbits.
trying to.
That's
Gandalf.
such-
He's trying to save the last peak of good in
The land.
in Middle Earth.
and he fails.
Oh, it's so good.
Gandalf
Sauron
failing
fucking
like
does it.
is like a.
You know what?
Chill.
Lord of the Rings
Favorite
has
game.
such
That's my
great
favorite game.
combat. Like all of them do. Like the Two Towers, fantastic
fantastic.
combat.
Fantastic.
And you level up. And then what's the newest one? It's not
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Dude,
combat.
So good.
That combat was so good. It was so fluid.
It was
Like
beautiful.
you
It was
could
beautiful.
you could hit some clips with that. I'm telling you. Like you could literally dive off, ghost up behind somebody, murder
Yeah.
them, jump in the air, fire a bow, kill someone, and once you land on them, it was just so
and the
much
whole
fun.
time you're just in the depths of Mordor. Just it's just so great.
like fucking right under Sauron's eye, and you're just murking his men, and it's great.
So that's a respectable pick. I
That's where
appreciate
Pretty
that.
good.
man. It's,
Pretty good.
I wish they would allow it to be backwards compatible. I would play through that nonstop.
Yeah.
I cannot get enough of that because
Yeah.
it was so cool. Because you could, it took you a while to be able to get the heroes, but playing like just a soldier, archer, or a mage, it gave like the whole aspect of it all that you could be whichever one, and you earned the right, like you would in most video games that come
Yeah.
down to that. And dude, being the Balrog in Moria,
It let you be
Oh,
anything. I forgot
God.
about that, dude.
so
That
fucking
sounds
cool.
intense.
Dude,
Yeah.
the game
No,
is
it was great.
gorgeous.
It was
Those
great.
games,
I didn't play through that one.
dude, those old games. Battlefront 2 also when it introduced just the hero system and just, I mean,
you could literally just play as Jedi.
yeah, it's just,
Be
God,
Grievous
those games
if
are
you
so
wanted to.
great.
Dude.
Also, literally, like, it gave you abilities like the force jump and things like that. So I'm literally platforming around this entire map with force jump, and I thought that
and the
was
force
amazing.
sprint also.
Yeah, I was
the,
saying.
the heroes in that game were
OP.
OP.
So where did your video gaming console start? What was the
Tell us
first
your
one?
gaming timeline.
Yeah, we've gone through almost the whole table.
Yeah, and we're only an hour 20 in. We're doing a
Wow.
good job.
Y'all are. Because I haven't been here for most of it.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you took a shit for an hour.
I wish it was a shit. But damn, man. I started with a Game Boy Advance.
What color was it?
I have silver.
I was about to say,
Silver.
Was it that
Mine was the
classic purple?
see-through. Mine was the see-through blue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a silver one.
Mine
Mine was
the-
the solid purple.
Solid
the-
purple's good.
Mine was that just original color one.
Like the
Wasn't it blue?
It's that solid
That-
purple color.
That color thing? Okay.
Yeah, it started off with my beginning of playing games started on a Nintendo 64
Mhm.
with my cousins. But I never owned a Nintendo 64.
Yep.
Never did. Never owned a PlayStation 1. I played on
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 1 a lot with my cousins again. Never owned it myself. So my first video game I owned was probably the Game Boy Advance. Dude, and it actually wasn't even mine. I think about it. It was my dad's, and he just let me play. And my dad didn't like a very majority of anything. He had Galaga on it and Dig Dug. I played
Galaga and
the
Dig Dug,
fuck
So
man.
much
out of
fun.
Dig Dug.
Dude, that game is
Dig
fun.
Dug is the shit.
I didn't ever play it on the handheld. I played it on those like old ones you could get at the flea market that had like the
Mm.
100+ games.
Yeah, like the little fucking you plug it
Yeah,
into your TV
you
with
plug
the
it in on
yeah.
anything.
So good.
That's where I found Dig Dug for sure the first time.
Yeah, so played a fuck ton of that. And then after that, it was a PS2. And it was Battlefront 2 that I had. Spyro. And then the Warriors game. Did you ever play the Warriors game based
From the
off
movie?
Yeah.
They brought some
My
of the voice
brother
actors
had
back
that.
from it. Dude, that game was
Warriors
so
game?
fucking
Was it
good.
really?
Yeah, that was so good.
That's
I wish I could
crazy.
Yeah.
find it. And whenever Xbox updates their backwards compatibility list, I always check if the Warriors is not on. It never is.
No, I know exactly what. I used to literally, I would play that at the flea market because I used to work there as fucking child labor. Gotta love that. No,
Beautiful
literally,
thing.
Love child labor.
literally. So I would sit there, and if there was no customers at my little thing, I'd literally just play it.
Dude, such a fun fucking
It was good.
such a fun
What
fucking
was
Dude, those games.
It was based off the movie, but it was like based off the movie kind of, but it was like it gave you like a prequel to how each of the gang members got
That's
in, their
cool,
story
dude.
to it,
Yeah.
and then like
That movie's
coming
sick.
across that movie
I
is
don't think
great.
I've ever
It's a good
seen
movie.
this movie.
Never
Yeah,
seen it
watch
either. It's phenomenal.
It's a classic.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's about the gangs of the Bronx, right, or in like New York
So it's
area,
Warriors?
Brooklyn. I think it's
I
Brooklyn.
think it's
Okay.
Brooklyn.
I think it's Brooklyn. Yeah, it's the Warriors. That's just the name of it.
How the fuck haven't I seen that?
I don't know, man.
I've seen this is my total like type of movie
Yeah,
listening.
It's phenomenal,
for sure.
bro. You'll like it. I
It's
think
it's a
you'll
classic.
like it,
It's
yeah.
good.
I just
the game
remember-
is just really fucking good with it. They have a whole like you get caught, you can break your gang members out of jail. Well, not out of jail, from getting arrested by a cop. It was just
Those are
so
great.
fun.
It reminds me of.
I
It
literally-
sounds a lot like Bully.
Yes, bro.
Well,
Those
Bully
kind
was
of
a
games.
great
One of those
game.
So much
games,
fun.
man.
Fucking
Because as a kid,
You're like
it was just cool. Like because you were being. It was bad.
You go to school,
going to school and being
beat
mad.
the shit out of people.
yeah, man. You get to go
So
fucking up to somebody and just
Talk
On-
shit to
on the-
adults.
right in the mouth.
great.
And then,
on the PS2, okay, did you ever play The Godfather,
Godfather was
The
so
game?
good.
the game? I was like,
Was so
especially at my age, I was like, I'm setting up
rented that-
rackets.
My dad rented that game. Actually.
I could literally go garrot people just
It was
because I felt like
it was
it.
a classy GTA.
It was.
So good.
It was so
you
good.
could go in and threaten a shopkeeper and
for
like,
like protection
bash
money.
his head up against the
It was so
counter
good.
and shit.
And then, did you ever play Spider-Man
sounds pretty
3?
good.
Spider-Man 3 on it. Yes.
Nah.
Played Spider-Man 1 and 2 on there. as
Spider-Man
well.
I did. I
I
played
played.
all of them.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1 was good.
I love
Spider-Man 3
the
was
Spider-Man
fucking great.
3.
Was it really?
It was so
Yeah.
good.
There was another one. I think it was a Spider-Man. it was more comic based artwork style. But it had you could be Venom, and it was like a story about Spider-Man and Venom, and you could literally be Venom, and like it would stop doing heroic shit in Spider-Man. You'd be like, damn, I really sense something's wrong, but you can't figure out what it is, and then you get a cutscene and it's fucking Venom running around, and it's real art, like comic book art, right? And you literally could just fucking jump around, fucking swing around the whole New York. And then fucking grab people and fucking eat them. You fucking fight Wolverine. You eat
Is this a real game you're talking
It's
about?
a fucking real game, bro. I cannot remember the name of it. It's Spider-Man something, though.
I remember a Marvel game that was like a fighting game, and you could be like almost any of those characters, and like
Capcom
it was
versus Marvel.
Capcom versus Marvel, wasn't it?
I don't know,
That's
because
what
it was
reminds
real
me of.
graphic. Like you could have fucking like there's blood. Yeah,
Also,
Venom. You
Sounds
had
great.
I also played the
dude.
the
it was
original-
sick. It was a good fighting game.
The
Like, it was
Incredible
graphic.
Hulk. Now that was also a crazy game, The Incredible Hulk. That
Ultimate
was-
Spider-Man.
See, that's what.
This is what it was. That's what it was. Ultimate Spider-Man.
game.
That's a real fucking game.
Yeah,
You
it was
can play. These people are fucking trying to sell it for $60,000,
No shit.
and they marked it down to $99.
Okay.
What a bunch of gentlemen.
What a
But
deal.
yeah, you can play
You gotta buy
as,
that right now.
allows you to play as Spider-Man and Venom, and it's illustrated by a comic book creator.
That's sick.
And yeah, it's a 3D comic linking. Dude, it was just so fucking good, bro.
There was that other one
Phenomenal game.
where you could pick like a team of 4 Marvel heroes and kind of play missions. Y'all
That
remember?
was
DC
that was pretty fun.
Universe.
No, I know exactly what you're talking
You know
about
what I'm
though.
saying? Like, but it also had some of the X-Men.
Because it was
I don't
like
know.
I really think it
Holy
was.
shit. Dude, that
God.
game is selling for like $50 still nowadays.
Is it really?
Yeah. No, Ultimate
Dude,
Spider-Man.
we need to try it. I need to look it up. It sounds like
game,
fun.
bro. Fucking phenomenal.
There was an old Shadow the Hedgehog game on GameCube
Nice.
that
I
you
think I
could do
remember
some
seeing
pretty-
I did
some
play
shit
that
like
game
that.
too.
That game was
'Cause-
sick.
You want to know what's funny about that? Everybody wants to shit on that game because they're like, they gave fucking Shadow the Hedgehog a gun, and I'm like, do you understand?
You're bitching about that?
No, that this is what people asked for. Literally,
Yeah.
they were like, hey, what do you want in the next Sonic game? People were like, we want fucking guns. This is America. We want fucking guns. And so, what did they do?
Exactly.
They made Shadow, gave him a motherfucking gun, and people were like, ha, that's so fucking dumb.
No, it's not. It's badass. And he's a werewolf. He's a gun. He's a
That's cool,
he's
dude.
a werewolf. Mutated hedgehog thing with a gun.
Yeah.
What
more do you want?
Describe him.
And
do you want?
He's like,
and I was like, I'm not gonna
handcrafted.
sit here and defend a lot of the games that Sega has made because some of them absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Can't defend that. But I was like, if people want to hold like fucking Dr. Mario, like when that game came out, people were like, oh yeah, I love this. It's like fucking Tetris with pills. Like there's literally
Here, let me
I love pills.
influence your pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. right.
That's the whole game. He that's literally it. Like you see it. It's literally like drug scaling the whole time. You're just like, well, here's your prescription. Here you go.
Are you serious?
No,
In
and
a sense, because you just see these pills
I don't remember
dropping
that.
down, and it was a tough game.
Yeah.
I will say that if you want a tough Tetris game, Dr. Mario is
Dr.
one of
Mario
those.
was tough.
If you met somebody that was really, really good at that, they're some smart motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's cool. Those kind of puzzle games are cool.
It was, I mean, like, for a kid who's not going to look at it from, like, what it kind of exposure, are coming towards our kids, the game itself was a well-made game.
Okay.
So that's just what I'm talking about. It's like everybody wanted to shit on that, but I was like, literally, like Nintendo has done the exact same thing. We're gonna have them play fucking tennis. We're gonna have him turn into origami. We're gonna have this motherfucker.
Paper Mario was a good one.
We're gonna give this man a water gun and clean up paint. Like
Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine, dude. I'm telling you.
I played the fuck
I do-
out of Nintendo. Nintendo was
Trust
my
me, I
area.
did too. I'm right there with you.
Nintendo was great.
But I just didn't like that double standard that people put on Sega.
Okay.
Sega really got that shit on moment.
They just lost the race, I guess.
They did.
They
and
did.
that's kind of all that happened to them.
Nintendo
And
kind
then
of took
and then history is written by the winner, and they were like,
Of course.
Nintendo's like, fucking Sega sucks. And everybody was like, okay, cool. But then Sega did start doing some dumb shit like fucking, what is that? You know, Wind Riders? It's literally like a racing Sonic game where they're riding air skateboards or
Yep.
something.
I know what you're
game-
talking about.
That game, it was fun. I mean, it was
A lot of the
fun.
Sonic
It
games
wasn't
really
awesome.
fell off.
They
Yeah.
implemented like
Towards
new
the end.
characters that had no story arc whatsoever.
Yeah.
They made it that, especially in that game. I remember that game almost too specifically. There was like a green Falco from like Falco from
Yeah.
Star Fox. They made like a green version of him.
Yeah, they literally
And
added the alligator.
The alligator. There was just a bunch of characters that like you didn't see in the animated series.
You haven't seen before.
Yeah, it was all just something that like they were trying to build the story arc within the game. Like so that's where they were going to start their timeline with Sonic. So
Okay.
it just didn't make any sense.
Or did you ever play, the one where Sonic is the werewolf? Sonic Unleashed.
I didn't play the one where he was the werewolf.
So I did play that one. Honestly, beautiful game,
Yeah.
but it was just like, where's the plot?
Yeah.
There's no plot. Why am I doing this? Why am I a werewolf? Why does
You
any of
start
this
asking-
happen?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I didn't play the Sonic one. I played the Shadow one. And I mean, I didn't ask any of those questions when I played that. I was like,
I didn't ask
says
about.
cuss words. He rips into people. He's got guns. It's
Trust me, I did
Shadow.
the same thing too. If they gave the man a gun and I played with the gun, I didn't ask questions about that. But my thing was like it was like a AAA game and it was so beautifully made, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm so confused. But
Did you ever play the 3D Pac-Man game on GameCube?
Where
The-
he hops and stuff.
Like where you're like, it's almost like you're
Yeah.
Mario in the Nintendo 64, but Pac-Man
yeah,
in a sense.
Not that one.
That game was a trip. Like some of the bosses in that game were weird,
That's not
real
what I'm
weird.
thinking
Did you
of.
play the Wario GameCube game? That one, if you want, like, I swear, if you ever want to just go on like the most psychedelic trip ever, don't watch something. Just play that game while you're tripping. I promise you, it will probably be the best. I've never played it before but I've played it whenever I was a kid, and that was the Wario game was like none other.
Really?
I think I have like I'm having like weird glimpses of it.
Dude,
I can't even.
every area was just dark, like dark and creepy as fuck. And then some of the bosses were just, because like you know how Bowser's comparison to Mario is, right, Brendan? Well, the whole point of like Wario, I guess they were trying to get it across, is like make it more extreme. So like the boss was like 20 times bigger than you as Wario.
Okay.
And I gotta find this game.
What-
It's a GameCube game for Wario.
Not Wario World.
It might be. Let me find
And it's 3D.
it is Wario World.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
This game was awesome, dude. It was so trippy.
Also, I just want to point out that like as much as I love Nintendo, they also do pandering. Because like
Pandering?
They
I think that's kind of what's
What do you
hurting
mean by
games.
What
in
was it?
general.
So like I can't remember, was this Odyssey? I think it was Odyssey where they gave a crown to Bowser and made Bowsette. So they literally made Bowser with tits. Like,
Yeah. See, I was wondering where Bowsette came from. I thought it was just a
No,
e-girl
No.
creation. No, I'm serious because like this is a real thing. This is like a trending video game nerd thing.
Yeah,
Yes. Like
that's weird.
you got Bowsette and also Boozette.
Okay, I'm being
And that's like King Boo turned into a woman as well. Because you
Why?
got Toad being regular Toad.
Yeah.
And then it turns into Toadette. And that's where it pretty much started.
Okay,
Because she's this like cute pink girl
Yeah.
version of Toad.
of course.
I mean, who doesn't fucking love that? It's adorable.
Yeah.
But then they start extending, I guess, now into Bowser and then to Boo
Okay.
as well. The
okay, I was
ghost.
playing a very dangerous game there for a second. Okay, we're good.
Do not look that.
All right.
No, I'm serious, Brendan. It's a trend.
Okay.
It's a trend.
Okay. I take back what I said about Nintendo pandering after doing some research.
Explain pandering. What do you mean by what is pandering? What is this word? I guess I'm illiterate.
It's like
They're doing what the audience is telling them to do, essentially.
But
like they're doing it just to make.
It's like fan art or like no, I'm trying to describe. So it's like an anime, like in an action anime, right? Where everything's going cool, lots of action, and then you they just have like a beach episode with a bunch of titties.
Oh, yeah.
That's pandering.
Okay,
That's
Pokemon's
pandering.
done some pandering.
Yeah.
And
No, trust me.
everybody-
There's like
Everybody.
a whole episode just like you described.
Dude, every anime has a beach episode. I don't care who you are. I don't care what
Even
anime it is.
Naruto has a beach episode.
Everything-
And it makes no sense at all.
No, trust me. They got to throw it in there. At some
They
point
have
in
to.
every anime, there's going to be an episode where, like, hey, we got to figure out how to,
Get
show off
them
these titties.
In
Take them to a beach.
bikinis and swim trunks. Done.
That's the episode.
Yeah.
No, that's like the entire
Okay,
episode.
so it doesn't matter what
Damn.
individual
Yeah, I was
likes.
gone for 5 minutes. This conversation went.
It went sideways a little bit.
No, you literally
doesn't
just came
matter.
in when it was going sideways. So
It doesn't matter if you're man, woman, whatever you are, pronoun.
Black Hawk.
Okay, if you are an anime viewer, you do eventually watch it for like
Okay.
same thing with Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Same concept. Ivy would have been your fucking
Ivy, my favorite. I got to go back and play it again.
no. Your favorite
God bless
was
that
the
tail, bro.
chick.
Watch your tail, girl.
Yeah, it was the chick with the sword and shield.
Pyrrha was my favorite to play with.
I believe
She was
so.
awesome. I liked Pyrrha Omega.
That's
After she
yeah,
turned.
Pyrrha. Okay,
She was
mine was
so cool.
Natsu.
Natsu was the shit. Natsu was a
Dirty fucking character.
I hate her.
Dirty
I hate
as
her
fuck.
to this day.
You should.
If I see her, I'm gonna shoot
Kill
her
her.
because I can't
Okay.
go and fight her because she'll just kick my ass. Fucking bitch.
Dude, Natsu, queen right there.
Hate her.
So okay, back to where we are. Okay, so literally, it was literally somebody made fan art of Bowsette because of the super crown item that was in Mario Odyssey that created Peachette. And I
Who is
never,
Peach at?
dude, don't fucking ask me. I don't fucking
I,
know.
I thought I was up to date with Mario.
Trust
and
me,
now
I'm
I'm
not.
just starting to get this hint towards like this is
That
just
you
not
don't know
good.
shit about.
No,
myself?
there.
not
I
good.
don't know a lot of shit.
I don't
right?
know a lot about a
So
lot of
But-
stuff.
Peachette is already a girl. So
But
how
literally-
do you get into
Trust me, I don't know. I don't know, Bryce. I don't fucking
Peachette
know.
is a portrait. How do you say that word? A portrait.
Michelle.
Portmanteau.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Peachette is a unique form of Toadette obtained by grabbing the super crown. So that's literally Toad.
It's Toadette.
Turned in
Okay.
from a crown. So basically,
Do they become more powerful, or what's?
I don't.
What is this even about?
I don't know. I think it's literally about just people wanting a reason to draw
Oh.
characters scantily clad with titties.
Well, why can't you just do that on your own time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But apparently,
I don't know, man.
everybody likes looking at titties and
That's
things like that.
fair.
That's
but
fair.
Do it on your own
Free the
time.
nip.
But somebody apparently made Bowsette on DeviantArt, and it
Oh,
became so
goodness.
incredibly popular
Oh,
that it
They
is.
put it into a video game.
I don't
they
think
put
they've.
it into a lot more than just a video game.
God bless. No, I don't think they've put it into a video game yet.
They probably shouldn't if they haven't,
Okay.
But
because
literally,
it's been put everywhere else.
yeah, a bunch of
I'm
Rule 34 everywhere. So
I'm
not
out of-
shocked that
Oh, I'm
Bryce is
not either.
aware that it's been put.
I don't know what else to tell you. Me and Justin are aware of this, and I know Justin can't deny it. Like
I mean, I do know
you
a
get
lot
exposed, and you don't know what you're looking at until you read the title.
Until you're 30 pages in trying to find
Damn, they really got me with this plot, and now here I am, just titties, titties, titties.
Stop watching.
No,
God
man.
bless. What is going on here? Oh,
So anyway,
God damn. See?
Oh yeah,
Where do we
your
leave off with
your
you?
video game,
I don't know.
your video
So
gaming.
you were
Oh,
talking
wait.
about your
finished
PS2
Dig-a-Dug,
experience.
and then we started.
Wait. Speaking of titties, real quick.
Oh,
shit.
Did you ever play the game Dead or Alive?
Yes.
It was literally, I didn't understand. It was like you did like these
All right, we
beach
just lost
mini
so many-
games,
Lost
but
our
it was a
subscribers.
fighting game. But they were all in like bikinis. I didn't understand it, especially growing up. Probably should not have been exposed to it at that age.
It is
I
what
just-
it is, though, man.
D-
Different times.
Dude,
That's what it was,
One
bro.
Piece when
I know
the
what you're
redhead chick makes her first appearance, isn't she in a bikini?
Oh, dude, that's
What?
way no.
No. Okay, because like I remember as
That's
a
literally
kid,
not until like episode like
Anime
500
was,
that she
like-
gets a bikini.
it wasn't even just anime. Like I think just as a young boy, you know, like your interest in that area
yeah.
almost immediately.
Oh,
It's
It is a unstoppable force that will happen. Like it's gonna happen.
I was like favorite. Yeah. Okay, that's a whole topic for another time. We're not
Yeah.
gonna. We are going to get censored.
word. So
You
were into PS2.
PS2. There's also another game. What is it? L.A. Streets, or it was like it wasn't the Battle for L.A. one. It was the one before it where you were it was like an Asian cop. It was kind of like GTA.
not noir.
No,
Not
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
That was a fucking great game.
That was a great game.
I love that game. I will play that. They remastered it.
Did they
You
really?
should play it again.
Dang.
It's beautiful.
Dude, PS2 had so many good games.
They did. That was like golden era.
Damn, what is it? I think it's L.A. Police or some shit like that. L.A. fights for Los Angeles or something like that.
I swear to God, if I see a Wario in the next 5 years,
True Crime. True
LA
Crime
True
Streets
Crime?
of L.A.
Okay.
Streets of L.A. There was another one that was Streets of New York where you were Snoop Dogg and it was terrible.
Oh, I remember that.
why would they do Snoop
I remember that.
Because they're dumb.
dirty?
It wasn't Snoop Dogg.
It was Exhibit or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
as long as it's not
no, it
Snoop.
was somebody else.
But
But I know what game you're talking about.
No, because 50 Cent was Crackdown.
50 Cent was Crackdown. Yeah, he had his own game. That game wasn't bad either.
Crackdown was wild. The
I'm not
game
even gonna
was
lie, it's kind of crazy.
the game was like brain melting. Orbit?
I don't know. I can't remember. But I know it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah.
True Crime Streets of LA, phenomenal game. Spent a lot of time on that.
True Crime Streets of LA.
I don't know if that one's backwards compatible, but if it was, I would play it as well. But spent my time on that. And after that,
PS2 is also GTA 3 and San Andreas. Also,
played a lot of San
is
Andreas. Was so happy to figure out cheat codes.
Oh, dude.
Back in
Cheat
the
codes
day,
are so
man.
much fun.
I'm so happy
Yeah.
that
Flying
that.
cars.
I played LA. Wasn't no GTA Vice City.
Vice City.
Played
Vice
a
City
lot
was
of
great.
Vice City, yeah.
Yeah.
I played a lot of San Andreas and Vice City.
San Andreas was I played that one the most.
I don't think I played too much of GTA 3.
I started, but
I don't
San
think I
Andreas had come out.
Yeah, like
and you
shortly
just couldn't
after,
go
and
back.
I never went
yeah,
back
you just
to it.
couldn't go back.
Love those games though. And then after that, fuck. I think I bought an Xbox 360 and played a lot of Madden and NBA
Okay.
Live on that. My genres really jumped around.
after
man.
Xbox 360 started,
Yeah.
you know,
Played a lot of
branching out a
the
little bit more.
Maddens and then NBA. Time it was live, and then 2K had started out in like 2008, I think, or something like 2K. NBA 2K somewhere. I played that as well, which was great. My favorite NBA game was NBA Live 2001. Because
Really?
you could play the laptop and literally you could push anybody you wanted to.
That's cool.
Literally just run up to somebody, just pick Shaq
Yeah.
and the Lakers and just go
Street
and
just-
just push them. Literally, just use your hands, push them over. They drop the ball, pick the ball up, and just run down the court.
That's
and just,
crazy.
Fucking love that game just for
That's
that reason.
insane.
And it was really good all the way
Blacktop
around.
sport teams were the funnest by far. Like the NFL Street.
There was a
NFL Street.
Okay, Blitz. Did anybody play Blitz?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you could actually, like, if you hit somebody hard enough, it would, like, give a cinematic where you were breaking their fucking
Are
leg.
you
Or fucking
serious?
fraction.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They
Dude,
knew,
no,
what,
it was-
they knew
they-
what their fans were playing the game for.
Play,
They knew.
find that game, Brendan, and play it, and you'll enjoy a football game.
Okay.
Dude,
For that reason. Dude, that game was so fun.
I don't even like playing sports.
Did y'all
games.
ever
Those
play a
were the
game?
fun
And that
times.
was fun.
Those were the fun ones.
Did you ever play a game called Spy versus Spy? Or was that?
With the two mouses,
I don't think they were like they were
they're
just
like dudes. But one of them
triangles
was in a
chained-
black
That
suit.
was a
The other one
comic
was
book
in a
for-
white suit.
It was
Yeah.
like a comic strip for the
I
longest
didn't
time.
like that game. I tried it out and I was just like, I can't figure out a plot, a story, a reason why I'm doing this. Kind of like you were talking about on that one Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Sometimes the simplest
There.
plots are the most effective. Like
Really
Bowser
are.
comes, steals Peach,
Breach,
you
and
got to
then-
go save her. Or Banjo Kazooie was like, wasn't his sister kidnapped by a witch? And that was it.
Banjo-Kazooie, yeah.
Banjo Kazooie was fun.
I downloaded it for the original, like they did backwards compatibility. I still never understood the game. It was a witch.
Never understood it.
I never got the excitability. Maybe it's because by that time I was already playing on an Xbox One, so
That's probably.
yeah.
No.
But like playing it, with the
Back in-
classic graphics.
Yeah. It's hard. That's why I can't play. Like, I've tried to get back into Skyrim a few times,
It's hard.
and it's just the graphics make it hard, and the fighting mechanics and stuff. I mean, still so much fun, but it's
But-
just after you've played so much Red Dead and stuff, it's
So
just
much
like,
beautiful games.
Red
that they're
Dead
just
2,
releasing.
man, will
The,
do
the
it.
thing is,
The graphics
is-
on that game are red.
I mean, they're
Rev-
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's too good.
See, the problem with
Too
Bethesda
good.
games is they make all their games off of the same engine that made Morrowind.
Mhm.
Literally,
Hmm.
there has not been a new game engine since Morrowind. Like, do you know how crazy that is?
This is pretty crazy.
Like,
They're
like,
the
we
new
can still
the
compete.
new Elder Scrolls is gonna go off Unreal
Unreal
Engine
5.
Yeah, and
No
that's gonna be
shit.
fucking
Oh my
insane.
God.
so I'm excited about that. But like, even like the
God.
Fallout 76 was on the same
Yeah, you can tell.
old
You can tell.
game engine. And I'm just
Fallout's
thinking,
a
like,
trippy game too.
how
Fallout's a
much
good
coding did you have to do to take like a 2001 computer, generation system
Mhm.
and literally make that into Skyrim, and did it
A lot of
successfully.
And at the time, it was one of the biggest open world maps you've ever seen in a video
Yeah.
game.
Really
Like,
was.
And it also just, I mean,
The NPCs were creative. Like
yeah, exactly.
the
That's-
side quests were creative.
That's what pulls you in, and that's kind of a testament to, how powerful that can be
Yeah.
in a game. As opposed to
Now they're making games that just almost are they're just redoing like the concept. Like we gotta think about how Skyrim did this, how they did this, how they did this. They're making
I think Elden Ring took so long to come out.
yeah.
Been talking about Elden Ring or they've been developing Elden Ring for like the last
yeah.
8 years,
which
or
is
something like that.
wild.
They're like
It-
we got to keep the same Dark Soul concept,
But add this.
but we got to add
little
that
bit more.
side questing feel of it. Elden Ring was a great game.
yeah,
I didn't
Because it
didn't
was hard.
finish it. It was harder than about the
is it really?
That game
That's
that Dark Souls
That's that
game.
Dark
so
Souls aspect
hard,
of it,
Brendan.
dude.
That
Is it
game is
really?
so
It's
fucking
a
hard.
pain in the ass. And I feel like it would have been a little bit more easier if we all could have gone in on it.
Dude,
yeah.
it
But,
would've-
dude,
that
it
would've made
pissed
the
me off
game
that they
so
did
much
not do
more fun.
crossplay for it.
Really?
I bought it for my PC because I was like, it's 2022. Of course you're gonna have crossplay open for
Yeah.
a fucking idea. And they're like, no, we're gonna do Xbox only, and then PlayStation only, and then PC only because we're fucking idiots. We
Yeah.
developed one of the best games of the last 2-3 years,
And
but
we
we're
can't.
fucking stupid.
You know what? Why
God, they're fucking stupid.
Well, we're-
I miss.
talking about games like Skyrim and Elden Rings?
Let's talk about how Apex is a $3 billion fucking company backing it, and they can't get their shit right. All right, never mind.
No,
Not
trust me.
talking about that,
No, no.
110%.
But I'm
110%.
Fuck
They
you,
just want to sit on their goddamn money and not produce. It's stupid.
I get it. I would
It's a
be a little
great
less
game.
upset, but you will not give me that Loba bikini skin because you're a bitch. But I'm fine.
It's gonna go to mobile.
It's gonna go to
Not gonna
fucking
look as
mobile.
great.
Trust me. Stop. I'm
that's
upset.
that's a huge deal for you, and it is for me too.
The Loba bikini skin? Well,
Well, yeah, that too. But I'm saying like
That's a big deal for you.
Because like,
Is that a big deal for you?
It's the biggest
wanna
deal.
I mean, I kind of want
He was
it.
pretty
Yeah.
passionate.
no, I was
about it as
actually
well.
I was talking about like just the customization in general, like skins and stuff. Like, I know that's a big deal.
Dude, if they made it to where you could customize what the characters were wearing skin wise in Apex, you would see
That's what I'm saying.
nothing but
Like, look
naked
back at-
Watsons and Lovas and Wraiths running around with the most least outfit you can get. Like,
No,
they're
100%,
literally gonna
that-
go back down to the white underwear band around their chest and their fucking waist.
Yeah, like, bro, why'd you lose
Where
that
it's
one
like,
you wanted?
It's
they're
gonna
gonna,
look like the game when we played Conan,
God.
and it was just a bunch of naked bitches that were colossal size.
No, literally, like it was like 8-foot giant women wearing nothing, and they're like, "Are you gonna put on armor?" Nah.
Not if I don't have to.
Uh-uh.
It's on. It's just not showing. Because
Just
you
like
can turn the armor
I
on
was
and
like-
off, but you can have it on, but you can turn it
No,
on.
but what I was gonna say back to before we got sidetracked. So, have you seen that interview or like that stream with Shroud where he's talking about he's like multiplayer games are gonna die in the next 10 years because of hacks, and he's talking about how no matter how good anti-cheat systems get, they will never be better than somebody who's spending
Oh,
all
no.
their time to try and find a loophole, a cheat. And they're like, and as long as it's on, like as long as it's a hardware and not a software, like you can't stop them. You can't stop people from, doing things to give themselves an edge. So he's like, people are, upset, and rightly so, because like, how often do we get on Apex and we see a cheater? I don't think there's been a day that I've gotten on a video game and not seen somebody cheating, like blatantly cheating. And then he was talking about how he thinks that might kill like that, multiplayer. Because think about it, back in, Modern Warfare days, yeah, there were some hacks, but like it wasn't like it is now, where you play a battle royale game and you just see someone dropping
there
30
was-
kills.
In old school Call of Duty, there was exploits though.
There was
that
exploits.
were developed into the game, and the game became that, and there was no way of changing.
Yeah.
Like I think it was pistols in Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
something
yeah,
like that,
no,
that
no.
You literally could just go around and one shot somebody. You didn't have to
Well-
even be remotely.
Well,
close
they
to
were
them.
one-handed shotguns because I did it.
Yeah.
There was no way
'Cause
around
I
it.
did
You
it.
literally
Put
had to
you in
jump. You
game
jumped in
jail.
the lobby, and you were like, "All right, cool. I'm just there's." We're
But the
losing
thing
this
is-
because of this.
But
And
the
they
thing
can't
is
do anything about it.
everybody, if they spent the time, they could have also gotten those, right? But
Yeah, But then, what
if you're
fun
going to
is
be,
that?
because then everybody's shitting on each other, and that's still somewhat more fun than just one-sidedly getting beamed from across the map with a charge rifle that doesn't stop. Like they're fucking an orbital satellite calling down hell. Like they're fucking floating in the sky with a charge rifle. Like that's the kind of blatant cheating I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, or you're like,
how am I supposed
literally-
to find that fun, especially when it's in something
But
competitive
I
like
think it's
ranked?
because it's 'cause
Or you're
it's a
shooting a guy endlessly, full squad shooting one person, and that person still comes.
That's the no regs. I don't think that's cheating. I think that's just Apex
Yeah.
sucks ass.
It's just a small percentage of the time you play the game though. That's why I think it's not gonna have any effect. Like anti-cheat is getting better.
It's never
but,
gonna
I mean,
go away.
The thing with
but-
cheating is it makes it fun for certain gamers. That's another thing. I feel like it could turn into
What's
like
also-
what the worst. It's like who can create the better cheat for the game.
Well,
and that's
people
what it turns
literally
into.
live stream themselves cheating, and
That's
people
insane.
love it.
Hmm.
They're like, "Yeah, go beam this whole fucking lobby," especially on fucking Warzone and Rebirth, bro. Like,
Really?
like it's
I can't
unacceptable
even begin to play.
in that.
That bugs me.
And again, we're talking about billion-dollar companies that and again, we honestly can put it down to the toxicity of the company and the shittiness of the company because they can't get a team to take care of it because well, maybe they don't want to work for the company because they're terrible to their fucking employees. You work hourly to make no money, no life, and then the top are just gonna live lavishly.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Because a lot of game designers and things like that were like that. Dr. Disrespect was a game designer before he started streaming for a while.
Really?
He designed a majority of all the maps
the
on Call of Duty,
No shit.
Modern Warfare's, and then like Black Ops.
That's pretty
ones.
crazy.
It
Yeah.
was he did Modern Warfare, but he also did, what was the one? It wasn't Cold War, was it? I think it might have been Cold War.
No, he hasn't done it in a game.
No, it was
recently.
before Modern Warfare. I'm trying to remember that game
You're talking about just
because it wasn't
World at War.
World at War.
Was it World at War?
I think so. That was the one.
He helped develop a lot of
Really?
a good
I didn't know that.
amount. He had influence still too because they asked for him. He fucking he might be a jackass, but
He was a talented jackass.
talented jackass and stuff. And
He's
he also
funny as
developed
hell.
a map on a rogue company as well.
Yeah.
And it's literally just him everywhere on the goddamn map.
It-
His
it's-
ego
so-
is what it is.
What you're saying is that kind of what's causing a lot of the issues that we're seeing, because one of the things that bugs people to death, like I thought. So take Halo Infinite for an example, just because it's not a major offender, but is kind of in the mainstream of this. Is just they basically put out an incomplete game, and then things like game modes, which is basic as hell, to things like customization.
No,
And just
honestly.
Like it's
That's why I ended up
Halo
stop playing
Infinite
it.
like-
could have literally taken everybody from all of the shooters.
yes, it could
They
have
could have taken
yes,
all of them.
Yeah.
Every single one.
because the game itself
Was
is
gr-
really well done.
Yes, and it's fun.
But it's just like when
Why
I
did you
can't get
stop
on the
there?
game
If I wanted to
and
play,
play SWAT, like after I've spent full price on this, or it's just like
if I wanted to play TDM, I would queue up for TDM. I don't want to play fucking TDM. I don't want to play, big team. I don't want to play fucking oddball. I don't want to play fucking oddball. I hate fucking oddball.
Bro, I hate big
I
team
like
battle.
Oddball a lot.
And so,
Big team is
Not fun.
or
You don't
capture the
like-
flag or
And
things like
I
that.
had a feeling Halo
like-
Infinite was going to bomb too when we played that one game with the portals. That was literally stole the mechanics of Halo.
they did.
And
That game
I
was
was just
great.
like
Splitgate.
Splitgate. Literally,
Never
like
played that actually.
that right there,
It was
Haven't?
fun.
Dude,
and
it is
and
fun.
it was
I
a,
heard good things
it,
about
it
it.
was a,
Developed by like 2 fucking people.
and it's still going strong now.
Is it
It's
really?
still
Fucking
going.
crazy, yeah.
Jeez.
People love that game.
yeah,
But it's just like if you could have made a
they
a
implemented
complete
something
game,
new.
and I don't know, I don't know, because it's almost kind of a risk to say that your game's going to continue to be competitive against things like Apex if you don't do things
Step
like
up.
like kind of seasons essentially.
Yeah.
That's what
Customize
you
your
gotta do.
Spartan would have been awesome.
And that's another thing. It's like
That
they took out
literally
the
would've
things
been
that really people
I hate,
loved.
I hate that they.
I loved that I could go in if I wanted to make my person purple and put this weird emblem that I worked hours to create on my character. Let me do that.
Mhm.
Or I shouldn't have to go
Halo
through a
5
battle
was really
pass.
good about it.
Or-
you go back and compare. You're like, damn,
Halo 5,
had
Halo Reach was
everything
the
that I
the
wanted
greatest
out of
at it.
Everything.
At least with Halo Reach, you could like the game had it to where you could unlock anything. It was like endless customization, but
Yeah.
you had to work for it.
That's what I
You know,
liked
Like
about
with
Halo
the
Reach.
credits
I
that they
think
give you in
is-
5.
it. Yeah, exactly.
But I didn't like that I had to go through a battle pass to get a color scheme that I couldn't customize further.
They
You have
weren't
to
that
pay for
really attractive
No.
of colors.
And that
like,
too.
dude, I was like, who
That
went in
too.
here with this idea of like putting these colors together? Like, it's just not fit.
Mhm.
Like,
Well,
it's not.
if you play the seasons, there's usually like one every other season that looks good. But I know exactly what you're saying. I understand that.
That's a lot of money to spend. Though.
Right,
But
exactly.
as a company
Did you-
who wants to make that money, why would you?
Also, do you
Like,
remember
But
how
every
much
game is doing this.
how much their packs were though? Like they
They were
outpriced
like fucking-
the shit out of themselves.
They're like
Really?
what, $20 a pack? Something?
It was
It was
crazy.
a ridiculous amount of money.
Because I was like, I bought I spent some money on the Fortnite Battle Pass recently, and I only played it a week, right? I spent what, $6, and I got the entire Battle Pass.
Like
You get some
7.
dope skins out of there, man.
You get some cool stuff.
Like, you get some
I
dope
I
stuff.
don't
And all you
mind
gotta-
with you
yeah.
paying though, but the game's got to have a certain level of just that stuff included. I mean, it's
Right.
almost disrespectful to the community.
In some sense,
Yeah, like
especially
I
when
shouldn't have to pay
release
for
a game
that kind of
unfinished.
customization.
Yeah.
An
Like, if it's in
unfinished
there-
game and you're not going to do that.
Yeah. No, they I feel like they rushed it, and then because they rushed it, they thought, hey, if we can build up off this hype that we've been building for fucking years, people are gonna give us all their fucking money. And then once we have all their money, we can give them some bones here and there, and then they'll keep paying us. I think that was literally their thoughts.
Yeah.
I think it was too.
Yeah.
Because
But-
literally everyone was on Halo.
How is because I've seen some crazy builds on like Elden Ring and stuff?
Hold on.
How have they been handling it?
Before we get off Halo Infinite, did y'all see about that controversy that happened with Halo Infinite?
Are you talking about them coming out with the cereal?
No.
That was funny.
So what happened is this was around the time of Juneteenth, and they released the Juneteenth color scheme, which is basically it's like a white, a yellow, and a purple color scheme. And the thing is they named that color scheme Bonobo.
Okay.
Do you know what Bonobo means?
I don't know what
None
that
of
means.
It literally means monkey.
Does it?
Yeah.
So you're celebrating liberation of blacks in America
by calling them monkeys.
by calling their color scheme.
This happened?
This
It
happened.
They literally had to take it down because somebody was like, "Dude, that's fucked."
Oh, dude, no,
And
it
then they
blew up.
fucking-
Are you serious,
They went
dude?
after
They
Gotta look it up.
Dude, no,
I gotta see this, Brendan.
Yeah.
This is some funny shit. This fucked up. But to think that you have that many people in an office,
and then
And
nobody
says,
nobody was
no
like,
one
hold
spoke
on.
up.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, so
I just want to know how this got past like quality and like QI.
Well, there probably isn't any. And that's
Or they're just like, "That's a great idea," or they were just rushing to feel like, "Damn, we need to
Yes,
show that
we
we
need to
stand
show.
behind this." You know,
God,
like,
dude,
you
things
probably
are so
should.
half-assed.
but I
pay
know
attention.
Because we
what the
talked
fuck
about that
you're doing.
in movies.
I know
like,
that there was
Yeah.
somebody that was like, I know what this means, and I'm just gonna sneak it in there because no one's gonna really care about this one particular fucking color skin.
Mhm.
Then nobody's gonna take the time to look up what this means.
It's like,
I had never heard of that.
Juneteenth themed cosmetic. It's multiplayer shooter for a moment affiliated.
Pan African
Themed color palette was titled Bonobo. A bonobo, for those who don't know, is an endangered species of great ape. Yeah.
That's wild.
My thing is like, oh god, nobody
What
thought.
if all of them rolled together? Though? Like they were just like, no, that's so good of an idea. You know,
No,
what I'm
no,
See,
saying?
that is kind of a common sense thing. That is probably what you're talking about. They probably just kind of all had some sort of mindset, and
I
don't
can see
know.
why that offended a lot.
My thing is
I
like,
can too.
I think you're right. I don't think that it was purposely somebody
I don't-
going in there and being like,
Of course.
nah, I'm gonna call, everybody that
I think
celebrates
so
Juneteenth
too.
the monkey. I think what happened is like they thought, hey, we got this endangered monkey species. Like maybe we can bring a little awareness by naming our Juneteenth color palette that's gonna get a lot of attention about the bonobo. And then nobody was like,
Hold on.
people are fucking assholes. We probably shouldn't do that.
And
this-
Do
it
they
can
not
be a
have
little.
a Twitter. Like,
I don't know, man.
dude,
There was no like millennial Gen Z intern that was like,
don't
I'm
want
gonna
to do
have-
that.
I'm gonna have
We
to
gonna
stop
get
you there.
canceled. You're gonna stop that right now.
I'm gonna have to stop you
Just
right there.
somebody with a little bit of sex flick.
It's like, stop it. I saved you a lot of loss of money. Now you pay me a lot.
Dude, I
And you're
hadn't
like,
heard of
get
that.
the fuck out of here. Like you're fired
oh my god.
because this was your idea now.
Yeah. But that also was kind of what happened to Battlefront 2.
Initially,
Correct.
when it
Okay.
started, when it dropped, they had microtransactions. up
Battlefront
ass.
2 is still kind of like. Because
Well,
popular, it's a good game.
But they switched from
The microtransaction
pay to
system.
play to just play and you'll earn.
That's fine, but it also but like look at Battlefront 2 and how much you were able to do in that game. Well, that and just game modes.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like it doesn't even
Are
compare.
we talking about the new Battlefront 2 or
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
old?
The new one, yeah.
New one.
New
Yeah.
one versus the old
New one
one.
was fucking great. I enjoyed playing it. There was some
I
bugs.
still
Man.
enjoy it. It's
I
I
it's
enjoyed
like the original one too. It wasn't that bad.
Dude, the original when that bitch
It's
came out and that
terrible.
trailer
it
came
looks
out.
so
Oh.
beautiful.
Me and Tony
if you go back and look at it
stayed
now,
up all night
Yeah.
playing that game, and
Yeah.
then we found some cheat codes for it. There, oh my god,
I never did the cheat codes. It
the
sounds like
cheat
fun.
codes in a Star Wars game. You are free reign,
Mhm.
man. It is sickening. Like it's badass. It's amazing. So good.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. But those games that do put the effort and care into their games do really well.
Damn, 500K.
First place. Yeah. No, it's just I don't know. I really
Is it almost time to call this
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah, just about to
Put that time
Hit
up.
that 2 hour
yeah,
mark.
'cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta be
damn.
at work here in
little bit less than a half hour.
I know. Sucks, buddy.
Well,
Hey man, you gotta make money. Gotta grow
That's
up
right.
eventually and make money. Well, I mean, you gotta.
It's like I gotta get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning. So
You gotta work.
That
you gotta work
sucks.
your good old
I get to sleep in tomorrow.
work weeks.
One day I get to sleep in.
And then the next day,
tomorrow
I get up
Sunday.
at 5:30.
Next day I get up, yeah.
And then the next day,
Next
I
day I
get
get
up
up
at
at
5:30.
5:30.
And the next
Very
day.
quick,
And the
brief
next day.
rundown of my video game career had to have started with the NES. And I played this game called Pro Wrestling, and that game was the shit. It was
Owned
so
a NES?
no, I didn't know it. It was at
Okay.
this. It was at this like daycare I'd go to as
Yeah.
a kid.
Okay. Gotcha.
And there was the pro wrestling game. There was that old school like fast track game
Yeah.
where you just go straight and dodge the obstacles. And then you had the original bike. I think it was that bike game. We didn't play that one much, but we played Duck Hunt a lot. That was a
Duck
lot
Hunt.
of fun.
That's
And then
old school.
I did have a Super Nintendo at home. I did have a Super Nintendo, and I was really good at that Mario game. Like,
Which
it
one are you
was
talking about?
The I think it was just Super Mario. I think
Okay.
it was the original.
There's
one.
Super Mario World was what I played on my
No, I think
Super
you,
Nintendo.
I think you're just talking about Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I think it
I
was
believe
just
you.
Super Mario Bros. It was a long time ago. I'd look
Yeah.
it up. But I played that. That was one of the like starting games for me. And then I did not get into Mario Kart until the GameCube.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the Nintendo 64 that much, surprisingly.
Really?
It's because the first time I ever encountered one, the remote was broken. Like, I mean, just too shit. Like, the toggle was done
like
for,
loose as shit.
and you had to like kind of like find a way to play the game. But the one game I did really enjoy on the Nintendo 64 was the Star Fox game. That game was freaking cool. It was the game everyone would play at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Like, it was like if you lose, you pass it up. But
Star Fox.
yeah, it was where you literally just dogfight the whole time. And then the GameCube was kind of like one of my big
Fucking hate that
video
guy.
game moments.
No, not that.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was the shit. That was a
Fucking hate that
fantastic game.
guy. I love him, but I hate him.
That Wario's World game was a lot of fun. Mario Sunshine was one of the Jesus Christ. that game
GameCube was so
fun.
great.
Luigi's Mansion. Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all have ever completed it. Did you ever complete that game? That game, you'll never forget completing that game.
Yeah.
That game is like, you feel like you're just smart by the time
Really?
you finish. Yes.
No.
Because you have to like go off of just the most like minimal clue. Like just
Yeah, the game
most minimal.
does not hand it to you.
No.
Like,
And I remember playing the original Pokemon games. Those were kind of just like my thing.
Mhm.
I loved the heck out of those. I remember being devastated one time because I had just captured in Pokemon Sapphire. I had captured Regirock,
nah.
and that's a bitch
Okay.
to figure out because it's another one of those things where the game doesn't hand you the answer. Like you have to.
No, you really have to do a lot to get those.
Those fuckers were hard. Like, literally, you have to step forward, take a certain turn, and then in a blank room, like an open room, and you have to walk a specific path that you figure out how to do it. You figure out, like, up, down, left, right, this, that, through a different lettering system in ancient Pokemon text.
No shit.
That you have to figure out the... It is
Also-
dumb.
also-
and then you have to use a certain move, and then I remember capturing it, and then the staff member had taken my Game Boy, and she was just like, "Come on, it's time to." I was like,
No.
whole world fucking shattered.
Oh my
I feel like I
god.
remember you fucking telling me about that.
Yeah,
Was that Boys and Girls Club?
no, that was
another one, right?
that was an elementary school.
Okay.
That was after school care program.
Around what grade was that?
When did Sapphire come out for us? Wasn't that like
'Cause I was probably
second
there
grade
with you.
or third grade?
That was like. So, hold on.
Every
So that would
episode.
that'd be like 4th or 5th grade.
Was it fourth or fifth?
I think it was
got
like
to 2
4th
Is it
hours.
really?
I can't remember.
I think it might.
Because I thought, no,
Came
you
out.
might be right.
No,
As a
'cause
matter
I-
of fact, I think he's right. Yeah, it was fourth, I think.
Okay.
I think it
I'm
was
pretty sure. It was
fourth.
I was there with you.
Man, but That game was awesome.
Yeah.
The Pokemon games have always been awesome. And then what was PlayStation 2 was next.
Okay.
Yeah, I never dabbled in Xbox. Like the original Xbox.
No, loved it.
I never had an original.
Yeah.
I got a 360
remember
just for
the
Halo
one
3.
game. The one game I ever did play on an original Xbox was the Shrek game when it came out,
Shrek?
and I did not like it.
No.
I did not like it.
Okay.
Did not like
So
it.
you were like,
that's
Xbox
what
fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's what I thought all Xbox was ever since then. I was just like, oh,
this shit's
well, this is trash.
stupid.
And then what else came after that? Soul Calibur was
On PS2?
on 360.
360, yeah.
On 360.
Yeah.
I remember playing Soul Calibur on GameCube. That was
There
that
was
was a trip.
Yeah, I remember that.
The NFL Streets in the Blitz game, those games were fun. Those games were so fun. Did y'all? I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it, but it was this roadkill game on PlayStation 2, and it was graphic. Like you could,
Roadkill?
yeah, man, you could like soup up the cars with guns, and like, oh, it was a
All I can think of is
hell of a rated M for mature game.
all I can think of is the Full Metal game where with like the
Played
ice.
that with the guy that had the 2 wheels as his thing, and then you could get the sniper in that game. Full Metal. I know what you're talking about.
Like,
It's very similar to Roadkill, like super similar. That game was badass.
Yeah.
That game was the shit. I remember playing that on the original PlayStation.
Okay.
On the original PlayStation with Tyler Rakita, actually.
Jeez.
He loved that game. That was his game. For sure. And then the Wii came out.
We skipped
Twisted
the Wii,
Metal,
didn't
that
we?
was it.
Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was a fun game. It was awesome. The Wii came out, and Mario Galaxy was
That's such a fun
probably
game,
where I
dude.
ended my Mario career for the most part.
I think it was for me too.
Yeah, because
Besides
like
Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart.
yeah, somewhere around the Wii coming out, and then Rock Band. That's whenever I started just like, video games aren't my thing right now.
Yeah.
Not really interested in it. I was really into sports for a while, and then I remember there was this huge fuss about Skyrim and this huge fuss about Black Ops, and I'm just like, what the hell's the big deal? And then you start hearing about Halo Reach, and I'm like, what the fuck is the big deal, man? And so then I started playing those, and that's whenever I got back into. And on my crappy Xanadu internet.
fucking Xanadu.
Dude.
My Xanadu internet. Oh, man.
Halo, you would drop so many Halo Reach matches, dude. It was
I would tell
so
you guys just
hard.
to follow me around because I'll
I
get
remember.
killed and you guys can get the kills.
I remember.
You and Tony would
Because you would
self-win.
lag so
Yes.
bad, but then
They couldn't
that
shoot
helped
me,
us.
but
Yeah. it was great.
great skateboard.
And you would skip out pretty bad.
The best part about that lag system was if you had one shot or one hit kill weapons. Because while you're
We played
lagging,
SWAT a lot.
you could throw a tomahawk on the original Black Ops, and that thing, if it makes contact, whether you're lagging or not, it counts the
It got
kill.
you.
And I'll literally be spawning back in on the next live lagging and see that I killed this dude. It is fucked up.
So you know how you were talking about your Pokemon game getting like turned off and save? So I literally had this is when I was playing Sapphire. I literally had a level 79 so it was a Seviper at that time because it was the Trico and then it was the
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Trico's last.
yeah. So I literally had them all leveled up, 79, about to defeat the Elite Four. I'm at a friend's house, so I'm like, hey, I just got to run across the street, tell my mom I'm going to be over here a little longer. I'll be back. Left my game there, came back. Some other kid from the block had taken my game and
Restarted it.
deleted it and saved.
Dude.
My
So,
little brother
bro,
got
there
me like
was-
that one time.
Oh,
Oh, I was sick.
dude,
I was so mad.
I
did that to somebody.
What a
So-
piece of
What a piece
shit.
of shit.
Yeah.
You're a bastard.
So when my mom and my dad, my stepdad, you know,
Shit, boys,
all right, man.
I love y'all.
Well, y'all want to go ahead and call it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's say bye to everybody.
All right.
Bye,
peace
everybody.
out. Thanks for tuning in. Ignore the
We're
just
like,
a weird
we're finna-
guy over there.
Bye.
But all right, so like always, send us some messages,
Suggestions.
anything.
Let us know what y'all like.
Make fun of us if you will.
Please do. I was like,
Absolutely.
Let us know how to get better.
Give us any feedback.
I'll be here more than 30 minutes next time. I promise.
Yeah,
In my
yeah.
own fucking house.
Yeah.
I actually liked it better this way.
Oh, hey, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, you can just leave next time.
Fucking go out.
But alrighty, guys, thank y'all for being with us.
Yes.
Please. See you next time, man. Oh, shit.